let me know when. Hello, good afternoon, Merry Christmas, Happy Boxing Day. You are watching Full Time Devils. This is our watch along for Manchester United versus Newcastle. Hope you all had a lovely Christmas. Here at Full Time Devils, it is Bring a Family Member to Work Day. So I have brought my brother, Delroy Thompson. Welcome.
Welcome everyone, hi.
How are you feeling? Good Christmas?
Really nice Christmas, nice lazy day yesterday, lots of food.
Glad to see you've made it. You're not feeling too delicate or
no,
anything.
Not
You're
delicate
right.
at all.
So yeah, we're here for the watch along. It's just the two of us today, but don't worry, we are holding the fort down. And obviously producer Dom, not forgetting him. So get involved in the comments, guys. We're about, 15 minutes from kickoff. Let us know your thoughts, let us know your predictions. We're going to go through the lineup in a minute. Get involved, let us know what you're thinking, if you've got any questions, anything you want to discuss. And at the end of all of this, we're not going to be having the phone in for everybody who might be asking, but we will be having the Fancams at the end, so make sure you stay tuned for that. In the meantime, shall we go through the lineup? Do you want to read it out for us?
Okay, so in goal we have De Gea, and right back we've got Wan-Bissaka, with two centre-backs, Lindelof and Maguire, with Shaw playing left-back. We've got a three-man midfield looking like McTominay is playing deep with Pereira and Fred left and right of him. And we have Greenwood, Rashford and Martial providing the front three for us today.
Who are the subs?
The subs are, so we have Phil Jones.
Yay!
Not really, no, not my favourite player to be honest. We have Paul Pogba on the bench today. Hopefully he comes on and produces some good for us. We've got Juan Mata, Jesse Lingard, Ashley Young, Daniel James and Sergio Romero in goal.
So what are you making of that lineup? Happy? Sad?
I guess it's just the standard lineup we've had all season. It doesn't scream excitement to me. Although I mean, with the front three, Greenwood, Rashford, Martial, I feel like potential there with the three of them, but it's how they're going to perform. Are they going to move, or are they going to stay static in the box today?
Yeah.
Because I think the problem with them, they don't really move enough in the box. But looking at the three of them, quality and age, they should or could perform good if done in the right way.
Yeah. Well, fingers crossed we get a win. For people that are asking, why is Pogba not starting? We don't know. We don't have that inside info, unfortunately. The only thing that I can think of is that obviously he's coming back from injury.
Well, I've watched an interview by Ale before pre-match. He's saying he doesn't want to push him in too soon. He's been out a while. He's not ready to do 90 minutes, so he'd rather be more effective from the bench and obviously preserve him. Is that for him to play longer, or is it for him to be sold on?
Yes, well, I've if you watch the channel often, you know my opinion. I fell to the floor with shock that he'd even made it before. I thought he was already in Madrid, to be honest. He's been all over the world, hasn't he, playing basketball, going to concerts, living his best life. One person I am happy to see is Wan-Bissaka. He is my favourite at the minute.
Well, he's, by the one game, the penalty giveaway.
Yeah.
Other than that, he's been the most consistent tackler, performer all season. I mean, against Sterling, against City, I've never seen a better performance from a right back for quite a while.
I didn't even realise Raheem Sterling was playing.
Yeah,
I was like, that was when respect was put on his name for me. Because I was like, I completely forgot he was even there.
Well, Sterling, if you look at Sterling, I mean, he's one of the best attacking wingers in the game today, and to shut him out and not give him one chance was, I think, incredible. So well done, Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah, from us, well done. What prediction did you go with?
I've got 3-1 for United today.
3-1. I went. I can't remember. Did I say 2-0? I feel like I said 2. I don't know. Well, anyway, you went 3-1, didn't you? I've gone 2-0. But yeah, let us know in the comments what your predictions are. I think, did I see one before that was very promising? Oh no, that was more towards Newcastle. Oh, 12-0 to United.
Wow, that's a bit. Yeah. That would be nice. That would be a nice.
You are
Christmas.
still drinking from yesterday, clearly. Man United 6, Newcastle 0. You know what? Fair enough. Keep these ones coming in because I quite like these. What are you thinking about? I'm sure it will come up. Nobody's mentioned it in the comments yet, but David De Gea a lot of people calling. I think there was a FullTimeDEVILS did a poll on Twitter and people seemed more in favour of Romero than De Gea, and I was quite surprised, to be honest.
I mean, you got to like with De Gea, he's been a long servant for the club. He's some seasons when the team's been performing really bad, he's performed and kept us in games, helped us qualify for the Champions League. If he wouldn't have been doing the saves he was doing, it could have been a lot worse for us in the last few seasons than it has been.
Yeah.
So I think it's a few mistakes. It's not many. You've got to give him his grace, let him be. And like I said to you before, I mean, the team in front of De Gea is not great. It can't fill him with confidence. So I would say allowing that mistake, keep him in the net. If there's any more and it becomes consistent, then I would consider maybe putting Romero in more for De Gea's own sanity than anything.
Yeah, definitely. Have a look at what people are saying. Why have we got Jones and Young on the bench and no youngsters? For example, Tuan Zabi, Brandon Williams. How many chances does Pereira get? David, you comment about Pereira, I'll agree with, because we all know how much I dislike him. But yeah, that is a point there. There's not many youngsters on that bench.
I mean, the quicker they get rid of Young and Jones, the better for everyone. I mean, I don't know why they're still in that squad. To be honest, it was like the problems for the last season is people like Jones and Ashley Young staying around the squad. They're not good enough. They should have been gone. And when I see him even on the bench, it doesn't make me happy at all.
No.
I'm not happy at all.
Let's see what else people are saying. 1-1. I mean, would you take a draw?
Nope. Not good enough. It's got to be a win.
The only thing I can think of with the youngsters is that maybe he's wanted more experience there because of the poor game that we had the other day. But even still, I think there'd be no harm putting youngsters on.
To be honest, the older ones haven't performed any better. Have they given the chances? It's they're responsible. You can't. I'd rather, in some ways, have the kids on the bench, draw a game knowing that they're getting experience, and have these dinosaurs still on there that aren't contributing at all, to be honest.
So in the dinosaur category, I guess Juan Mata falls in that. What's your feeling with him?
I mean, Juan Mata again, he's never really fulfilled any potential to me. He's been good at times, he's not been great, but how many seasons are you going to keep him performing as he's performing? I can't remember the last time he changed a game coming off the bench.
Yeah.
I can't remember him really doing anything good in the last few seasons. How long are you going to allow these players to be at the club without thinking it's time to really get rid of these players who've not been good enough? They're not going to get better. I would rather get rid, and I would rather have a few kids. If you're going to have anything, I'd rather have a few kids in the squad than these dinosaurs, as I would call them.
I guess when you I guess people would prefer to see a team of younger players going out there giving it their all, rather than these older players who maybe can't perform to the full potential anymore. And
I mean, it's you can, if you're drawing a game then and the kids are out there, you can say, all right, it's a draw, but at least we're moving or looking like we're moving in the right direction. But when you see this same old team we've had for the last few years going in and doing the same old performances, same old results, I guess it is getting a little bit draining.
Yeah. People are asking who's up front. Is it Rashford or Martial?
Well, I think Martial's been playing figurehead number 9, and you're playing Greenwood and Rashford either side of them. But I think with the 3 he's got, I wouldn't like one of them to play any one particular position. I think the key to their success is for the 3 of them to continuously move along that 18-yard box. So, defenders can't mark either one of them because they're constantly moving. I think the more movement you get from them, I do think more goals will follow, but they seem to be quite static when the balls are coming in or when the ball's going forward.
What else have we got? Why do some fans hate Pogba? Are you pro Pogba or?
I mean, look, I think we're kind of unfair in him, but I think his problem is when he's on there, he just looks like he can't be arsed sometimes. Yeah. That's his problem, innit? And he tries little tricks where he shouldn't try tricks, and his own. Some of them tricks he's tried have resulted in goals being given against us, and I think that's why people are on him. It's not like you're doing a trick and it's not costing us anything. It's costing us something when a simple pass may have been there, And I guess it's his attitude to us. He doesn't come out and I love Man United, I want to be here.
Yeah.
He's silent, and if you really want to be at a club and you really want to be somewhere, you would come out and you would put an end to any speculation, and you would say, and the fact he's not, I think he wants to go. If he wants to, let him go. I don't really have a personal opinion of him. I do think he could. His attitude could be a little bit better. Could be look like he wanted it a bit more on the pitch.
Yeah. See, that's my main issue is the attitude, because I said it on the last watch along. Like what you said, he should either come out and put the rumours to bed. He shouldn't, or go. He shouldn't be encouraging it. Oh, I need a new challenge. Blah, blah, blah. He knows what he's doing. He knows that he's pissing people off, and that's just more where, I'm not saying we're responsible for Paul Pogba because he was in our, youth system, but he owes the club to a degree, and you just show respect to the club. I think. Well,
I mean, to be honest, he's nowhere bigger than the club. I don't think he's as good as he thinks he is. For one, that's the thing. And I don't know, I feel like his age and who he is in the squad, he could do a little bit more for the people around him and bring their game up a bit more.
Yeah.
But he doesn't seem to want to be galvanising the troops around him, and that's what people I think are expecting from Paul Pogba is, you're a leader, you should lead on the pitch, you know what I mean? And I don't think he leads by example on the pitch. That's what I would say with him.
Make sure you get involved in the comments, guys. Let us know what you think about the lineup. Let us know if you've got any more score predictions. Meanwhile, someone else has just said about Pereira, this should be the final chance for him. Tired of him turning his potential to complete waste. And I mean, we were talking about him before, weren't we?
It's one of them. He's just a kid that's not really,
But then I just googled before, and he's 23, 24.
Yeah, I mean, he's not a kid now, but he's come from our youth system. He's one of them kids that had potential that he's never really lived up to it. He's been away a few seasons to different teams.
Yeah.
Performed fairly good for them, but it just doesn't. I just don't think he's good enough.
No.
I really don't. I think that's his problem. Is you're just not good enough, and it's rather. Maybe you need to work on other aspects of your game because your skill set's not good enough.
Yeah.
Your vision's not good enough. So maybe you need to get a little bit more fitter and work on your running game. Because I think the game he did play good against was it Man City when it was Liverpool. He played a really good game in Liverpool. Was really about the park, running about, and he put in a good shift. But I don't see him putting in that same shift against a lesser team where he could be.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the players are just walking out. Harry Maguire still with that armband. What do you think about the whole captain situation?
I mean, there's not very many captains there. And I mean, you think of Maguire, he looks like he's sort of one of the leaders. I think you got McTominay that looks like a potential leader.
Yeah.
De Gea, I think, is a bit quiet. Same again, Paul Pogba. I think if his attitude was right, would be a great captain, but I just don't think you're gonna want to be the captain of Man United, and you've got to want to respect, let's say, the history of the club and what it stands for. He could be, but I don't think, like I said, his attitude, he doesn't really want to be.
Yeah.
Other than that, I think we're gonna have to buy a captain.
Yeah, buy a captain. So if anyone knows any captains for sale, let us know.
Because I don't see anyone in that team that's really stands out to me, and I think McTominay maybe 5 years away from being a good captain.
Yeah.
So Maguire looks like the safe bet. But to be honest, I mean, if there's a young kid there that wants to come and show the right attitude, I would give it to the person that really wants to get the best from the rest of the team.
Yeah. So they're just getting ready. He's very tall, Scott McTominay, as well.
Well, he's got
quite a dominating presence.
Physically, he's got a physical presence, and he does put it about, and he's got a bit of tenacity about him, and he gives it a bit to the other teams, which I do like. I mean,
he's not afraid to shout at people if they're messing up.
I miss that.
Something.
People moan about Roy Keane, but I miss a Roy Keane on the pitch that's telling everyone when you're not playing good, and he'll tell himself out as well,
Tuanzebe could be a good captain. I think if we saw him more, why not?
I think he was the captain of all the youth teams, and he's when he comes on as well, he seems very vocal. But I do feel like he could be a potential one. But like I said, he's got to nail down that centre back spot for himself first.
Richie, who keeps asking where's Ashley Young and that he's our captain, he's on the bench.
He's on the bench.
If you're wondering where he is, that's where he is. He's sat on that bench.
Hopefully staying there as well.
Yeah, sorry Richie, but we're not
Ashley Young
number
fans,
one. Yeah.
No.
And I don't know if Callum's watching, who normally does the watch-alongs with us. His hatred for him is on another level.
It's just... He annoys me, Ashley Young. And then he shouts at people as well.
Yeah.
On the pitch, I'm like, who are you shouting at? Like, how can you shout at anyone?
Although, was it that Europa League game where he had like the worst game and then he scored that goal?
Yeah,
that's going on?
We don't need him scoring goals in his worst games.
Yeah. Like. Mason Greenwood, 7 goals in 21 appearances. He's doing well, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a good young kid. This kid, he can
imagine
finish.
Like at 17, like playing for United.
And I mean, for his sake, I just hope that they push in the right direction.
Yeah.
Because if they don't, people like him and Rashford will one day want to leave, won't they? They'll only stay there so long. So I hope the next few years they really get the right players in to get the best of these young players that we've got.
Oh, sorry. Someone's asking us to introduce ourselves. You should have been here on time, to be honest, because do you know what I mean? But and it does actually say in the comments, actually, I think. But anyway, I'm Angelina and this is
Delroy.
So yeah, that's us.
Hi.
So there you go. Hi. The best place for Young is the bench. He's terrible. Get rid.
Not even the bench.
Not even the bench.
The bench is too good for Young.
Oh, team just getting ready to kick off now.
So United kicking off.
Question there: who do you hope we sign in January?
I mean, I've looked at the players. I mean, I know there's this Haaland going about and Sancho, but these players again are like, for the money they want for them, they've unproven. You know. I mean, I really don't. I've been looking at who do we sign. I know where we need to sign players, but to me, it's getting the right players in.
Someone just mentioned Bruno Fernandes.
And same again he's not proven, is there? You know, in that wasn't a foul.
Yeah, McTominay.
Booked already.
Oh, he's been booked already.
Oh,
we are in
God,
the 42nd second.
Studs coming down.
Yeah.
Didn't really touch him. But
I think that was a bit of a harsh.
Being the second minute in the game, first minute.
Yeah, not even at the first minute yet. Newcastle have got a free kick just at the halfway line, really. Hopefully we can get an early goal. I'm a big fan of early goals.
Well,
it's in the first 20 minutes, kind of.
I think that's our problem, is we don't get enough early goals. Like we've been playing good for like 20 minutes, not getting the goals, and then other teams have come in, got a goal, and knocked our confidence a little.
Was that Luke Shaw doing a bit of running then to Martial, back to Rashford?
Not telling me Shaw's got it back.
We can confirm that Shaw is running for everyone that thinks he's lazy. I mean, what do you make of his build and stuff like that? You've probably got a bit more knowledge of things like that.
Well, I mean, he's naturally not, for the game he needs to play, getting up and down that ring. I think he looks like he's carrying a little bit too much weight, and he looks like one of them players reminds me of a Wayne Rooney. If he doesn't look after himself, his weight, he needs to check his weight. He hasn't got the luxury of sort of eating what he wants and living how he wants and having the physical, you know.
Not got those good genetics like us.
He's not, has he? That's the thing. So he's not going to be streamlined. So he needs to be a little bit more underweight than he is now. Yeah. And his game, he needs to work on his fitness so he can get up and down that left flank. And I mean up and down. Yeah. Back and forth for 90 minutes.
Would you enjoy training someone like Luke Shaw? Make him cry,
I think he'd be lazy, he'd be one of them non-responsive.
Yeah, just for everyone to know, my brother is a trainer, and I have been told by your fiance to never train with you because you've made her pretty much cry. So
Chunky doesn't like me training her. No. She likes yoga now.
Oh right, fair enough. But yeah, I've been warned to never train with you, so I reckon you could sort Luke Shaw out. I reckon. Yeah.
So I mean, he's one of my disappointments because before they signed him, I really wanted them to sign him because when he went to the World Cup, I thought this kid's got some real potential, and he looks like potentially could be like a sort of Roberto Carlos sort of fullback. And he's same again. It's about desire, innit? And like if you know you need to be up if you know you need to be a certain weight to get the best from yourself, you paid a lot of money a week. You should want to do that. You know, you should want to be the best.
Yeah.
And I think with Luke Shaw, this season or next, we're going to have to make a decision on him.
Yeah.
Are they going to sell him and get in a new left back? Because I don't think Williams is ready yet. Or do you stick with him?
He screams to me, Europa League final red card. Like, I just have this feeling that when he was it the City game that he was playing, and I was like, oh, is he going to end up doing something? Because he's had one or two quite high legs. Brandon Williams,
but he's young, innit? So he's got that, like, the hunger to want to get in there. Sometimes, to be honest, I'd rather have a player like that in the team that's going to get a yellow card for trying than someone that's not really trying, you know what I mean?
Yeah. McTominay limping a bit. Looks like he's struggling.
Yeah, it's just a kick on the foot.
Yeah.
Pogba's warming up and could be an early appearance.
What we're making of Pogba's hair with those two little bleached blonde bits.
I mean, what are they? Is it two love hearts in his hair?
I don't know. They've not done a good job if they are love hearts. I don't know. Yeah, is his head a flag? I don't know. Yeah, if anyone knows what's going on with his hair, let us know, because I like to know these things. Mike Dean is working VAR, apparently. Some people not happy about that. But you know what? We're not Liverpool, are we? So VAR is never going to be our best friend. Live win probability on Amazon Prime is 51% to United, which I will take.
21% to Newcastle.
Yeah. Maguire now just messing about with the football in the wrong part of the pitch.
See, sometimes I think with the players nowadays, they mess around a bit too much now. Like the days of sometimes you just have to clear it and graft a little bit upfield to get the ball back. Just
showing us Steve Bruce, head coach at Newcastle.
Good looking man, isn't he?
Yeah. Is that what you style yourself on?
Yeah, definitely. Just want his nose.
Yeah. I have a funny Steve Bruce story, actually. I was chatting to Brian McClare, and he was saying that he used to give him shit all the time, saying, oh, when you retire, you're going to be so fat, blah, blah, blah. And he sat there about a month or two ago, and he said, he's laughing now, do you know what I mean? He's like, I might have a little bit of a belly, but at least I don't look like that. Oh. Someone, I hope Tuanzebe works out. He could be a stud. The guy at Celtic, I never say his name right. Eduardo. Yeah, he's class.
Yeah, but it's a Scottish league, innit? Like,
anyone can look.
You're saying that though. I remember when Virgil van Dijk played for Celtic, and I wanted United to sign him. When he went to Southampton, I wanted United to get him from Celtic, which they could have, which they didn't. I mean, even back then, he was such a colossal. I mean, I hate speaking about Liverpool players, I really do, but he's a class defender. But yeah, it's Scottish League. I wouldn't really... Forwards coming from the Scottish League don't fill me with much confidence.
No. Not at all. Are both in the next stage of the Europa League, Rangers and Celtic?
They both are, yeah. The 32, so we can... we could possibly get them in the next round if we get through. I mean, I wouldn't like Rangers again.
No.
No, they're quite horrific, aren't they? What they did to
was it the Rangers game? Was that Valencia's ankle, or was that Celtic all them years ago? Do you remember when he got tackled and he sat up and his ankles pointing the wrong way?
I just remember the Rangers fans, what they did to Manchester when they come. It was quite
that
horrific.
Was a lot, that wasn't it? That was a clean up duty, that.
Like, they was not, my family from Scotland, and they was not nice fans. They didn't treat our city with any respect at all.
So we're just in the 7th minute. It's been pretty end-to-end at the minute. Do you think Newcastle will win? No, because we're positive here. Yeah, and United are going to win. We're not here for that. So,
to be honest, the few attacks they've had, they're a little bit more movement.
Fred
foul,
being Fred.
I mean, to be honest, it was...
Fred being Fred, really. Right, get up. I don't think it was that bad, yeah. He just did a bit of a shoulder barge. It wasn't that deep. A lot of people excited about Edouard.
I mean, I just don't get excited about any players from the Scottish League. There's some good ones, but I would say to come from the Scottish League, it's going to be a gamble you're going to succeed. You might do, but I wouldn't go 50, off like 50. How many goals you score in the Scottish League. It could be good, but you just don't know, do you?
Question here: do you think United should stick with Ollie until the summer?
I mean, regardless of whatever happens, I think he has to stay for the end of the season. There's no point.
Can't be messing about now.
There's no point getting rid of him. Like, whether we qualify, we're not going to get relegated. No. All right. So I feel like give him to the end of the season, and I feel like whoever he buys in January, whether he's there at the end of the season or not, will be good players for it, because he's not really selfish in his buys. He's buying for the club, not for himself, not because he likes a particular player. He's looking at the best players for the club. So if it carries on the way it is this season, when they keep, like, can you really? Is there someone better there to? That's the question, and it's not really about getting rid of him. Is there someone there that's better to take his place if we do want to get rid of him? Yeah. But I do believe if this season carries on the way it's been going, and you're going to give him another season to try and plod along like they are now, you know, I do feel he could be getting a lot more from the squad of players that he has. Maybe better tactics, something in it, but he could be doing better. Like all these draws against these bottom teams are just they're killing us.
For people asking for us to share streaming links, we're not illegal, so we're not doing that. Legit. So you'll figure it out. I have faith.
On Facebook.
Yeah. Not much going on. Lindelof, you're not a big fan, are you?
He doesn't fill me with confidence when he's playing the ball across the back line.
I feel like Tuan Zabi, if he does make a bit more of an impact for the rest of the season, he could be a good pairing for Maguire. He's paired him with him once or twice, hasn't he?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's a much better defender than Lindelof now. Like the games he's played, he looks for the age he's at. Yeah, he's composed. He's got really, really good feet as well. I mean, having Swanzabi as well. I feel Swanzabi you could push him forward, and you could play defensive midfielder. Yeah, like this kid, he's one of them youngsters that everyone's said good things about. And at Villa last season, he was a stalwart in their defence with Tyrone Mings. They wanted him for this season. And I do feel if you're not going to play him this season, you might as well let Villa keep him for another season to get him full Premiership experience. They may as well have done that this season with him. Yeah. You know, because if you're going to have Phil Jones on the bench and things, you might as well let him go and get that experience. And next season, he could have been like a new centre-back. But I think he's here this season. I feel like you should play him. Yeah. And I do think he won't let us down at all.
We've got Rashford and Fred stood over this free kick.
Can't be Fred, can it?
Well, he decided he took all the set pieces the other game. I was very confused.
He wasn't that bad. He's not got. He doesn't. His corners aren't that bad, to be honest.
Looks like Rashford, hopefully.
Yeah, definitely Rashford is trying to be Ronaldo, isn't
it? Oh, God.
Oof. Deflection and wide.
Yeah.
I mean, people forget how young Rashford is. They expect things from him,
like
but
a veteran, doesn't he?
Yeah, you think of him, but you think of Ronaldo at Rashford's age. He wasn't.
Oh, he wasn't.
He wasn't performing much better than Rashford is now, was he?
I mean, Ronaldo, his first, was it like at least... Oh, Fred's taking a corner now. Yeah.
Come on, Maguire. Get a head in. About time.
Oh, he did find his head. It just didn't really go very...
Is that a deflection again?
What happened
Is that
there?
another
I
corner?
think that fringy bit's getting in the way.
Yeah, he needs to cut that off, innit, man?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a corner.
Another corner. Yeah, Fred again. Oh, short this time. To Rashford, who just bangs into a Newcastle defender.
Yeah, when you think about it, we'd be lacking goals from defenders, aren't we? You know, when you think of the days of Ferdinand Vidic, you'd get 5 goals between him in a season, wouldn't you?
Yeah, that is true. We've not really had that, have we?
We've not had it, no.
Well, Lindelof just gets own goals, doesn't he?
Yeah. So. I mean, for every one of Lindelof's goals, you're talking 5 mistakes, aren't you? It's just not worth it.
Was that Fred crossing the ball into the Newcastle player?
Oh, on the break.
Newcastle on the break now. Pereira, not Pereira. Was that Pereira?
Challenge. Handball.
Yeah, Newcastle coming now. With a shot that just completely
I think this is going to be the game. I mean, all Newcastle are going to do is try and counter-attack today. Where's is that Lindelof there? That's Pereira.
Yeah, Pereira actually trying to do a bit of good. Lindelof is unlucky with own goals. He just needs to avoid the own goals, to be honest. He just finds himself in awkward places. But it's like, again, that's where you look at your back four and something's not right in that. I mean, obviously, own goals do happen, but the communication, I think. And I think that's why you have to look at some of De Gea's mistakes, like what we were saying before, that, you know, maybe De Gea is a bit shaky because he doesn't have the confidence in the people that are supposed to be helping him defend that goal. I mean, that own goal from Lindelof, he was just looking at the goal like, what's going on? He does look chunky, Luke Shaw, doesn't he?
He just looks, he's just fighting her, basically. Just like
there
a square, he looks like a square block, doesn't he? Like, you look at him, he's
I saw him in the Apple store in the middle of last season, and he did look chunky. The rumours that his personal lifestyle is not like a footballer's, you know, he's supposed to, like, you know, I mean, I don't know how true it is. Like, his mates around and things, you know. Yeah. Like, who needs the mates who, like, the mates you go with when you're playing football? Like, are they going to be your best mates for you? They're not, are they? Yeah, exactly.
Do you want to enjoy all the things that you can provide for them?
Exactly.
You know?
All the VIP tables and the nice clothes and everything. Oh.
Save. Is that a save? No.
Newcastle with an attempt there either, yeah.
Skied it over the bar from 10 yards out. There you go again. See what I'm saying about Lindelof? Like, he
he's
puts
trying to
in
wave
a half-hearted challenge, doesn't win the ball, then puts his hands up, like,
never mind offside or not, crack on.
Like, win the ball or, you know, it
wasn't a save from De Gea. He wasn't far off, though.
No, unlucky. But you got 4 defenders round that one player then, and it's like one of you's get a challenge in.
Yeah. Why doesn't Luke Shaw get fit? That is a question we all ask.
Dedication. Discipline. That's what it is, like.
Then the life of a footballer is horrible, though, apart from the money, obviously. I mean, I'm not a footballer, so I don't know, but...
Defence is getting torn to pieces here.
Yeah, Newcastle are coming.
Oh, goal.
And it's a goal for Newcastle.
Longstaff again. Does he look like...
Why does he look like...
Looks like Yoda.
No, what's he doing with his arm?
I don't know, but...
It looks like, that looks a bit Yoda. Dodgy, that.
Yeah, it just looks like he's scratching. But this is a joke.
Yeah, De Gea not happy.
No, I mean, I'm not happy with the defence again. Like I said, no, like, you got one player, like, it's...
So, yeah. There we go. Let's have another look at that.
Well, you know, prediction could be on 3-1 still. They're going to respond and...
Fred lost possession there. And again, where was Lindelof there?
Here though now, look, it shouldn't really be...
You got Maguire, Lindelof, Shaw, McTominay and Wan-Bissaka.
4.
All there.
Look, he's just there, and like, why are you leaving him on the edge of the box there in his own? It's just...
And again, that's another one where I don't really think you can sit and blame De Gea because his defence should have boxed that off. Yeah, well...
to be honest, I mean, if I'm honest with you, if the result doesn't go good today, and it doesn't go good against Burnley, and it doesn't go good against Arsenal, I feel like they're going to be put in a position where...
We lasted 16 minutes though. Yeah, well done team. We lasted 16 minutes without conceding. Oh, they're putting it down as the 17th minute. So there you go, you've got an extra minute there. Oh,
I mean, I think Pogba's going to be on at half time like this. But you like him to come on, wouldn't you, and win the game for us. But then again, you won't, because you think, is it going to last?
Yeah. Oh, this is just horrible. I hate this feeling. But you never know.
And this is what happens also. They play good, they don't get goals, they concede a goal, they lose all the confidence, and then they seem to plod along in the game for a while. It's just like, go now and try and win the game from now.
Oh dear. Someone said get Longstaff.
Get lost.
Get Longstaff. We should sign him. Yeah.
No, that's the wrong one though, isn't it? That's the younger one. We wanted the older one.
Oh.
Like, look, it's there you go again. These two players, these two challenges. He wins both challenges. The players are not. Like, and this is what happened when we played Newcastle. They just wanted it that little bit more than us.
Lost to Watford, 1-0 down here. Be honest. Would you want Steve Bruce rather than Ollie?
No.
Don't ask questions like that. No, we're good. I'd rather just not have him.
Yeah. I don't think Bruce he's never really cut it anywhere as he is. You know, if he would have been good enough, he would have been the Man United manager, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
If he would have been.
Strange ball to no one from Luke Shaw.
It's like.
See, that is one thing about Ollie that does frustrate me. The camera's just gone on to him, and Michael Carrick just sat there
like clueless.
Chilling.
Yeah. And this is what I'm saying. Like, tactically, like he needs to be up looking at the game, analysing what's going on, because I think in today's game you can't go into the game with one set of tactics to win the game. You need to be able to change tactics mid-game and react to something, respond to something, and he doesn't seem to do it.
And it's more, like, you want him now stood on that
on the touchline, screaming at him, going mad at him.
At least people, like, even if you weren't really doing, there wasn't much coming out of it, at least he's there trying, do you know what I mean? Whereas he just shoves poor Mike Phelan out there. He's never sat down him, and he's older than him. Yeah, and he shoves him down there, absolutely freezing cold with his big coat on. That is mean.
Mike Phelan should be, like, making a tea now, shouldn't he?
Yeah.
Like, shouldn't be on the side of the pitch, man. He should be, like, sat in the stands with Fager.
Yeah, but exactly, having a little red wine or something at half time. Oh, first time watcher, you guys just got a new subscriber. Thank you. Oh. Other people saying, guys, relax, it's still the first half. Yeah, but we've been here before.
Yeah, this is the thing. It's a common theme now, isn't it?
It's like Groundhog Day.
Come on. This guy is just...
Marshall.
He just looks lazy, doesn't he, man? He doesn't he's not bothered.
Ultimate resting bitch face.
Yeah.
Live win probability has suddenly gone to 48% for Newcastle. Oh dear. Happy Boxing Day. If Ollie can't win these kind of games, what's the point of keeping him as manager?
Well, I mean, it's...
Fred with an attempt that just goes straight to the keeper. But you know what?
He's having a go. He's had a shot.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the one that screams out to people now, I think with Ole is Pochettino being available. That's his problem now. Is that it's
always there, isn't it?
There's a manager that I think is a good tactically good manager. I mean, if you look at the games we played against Tottenham when Pochettino was in charge, they always seem to play better than us.
Yeah.
I mean, I like him, and I don't want to be jumping a bandwagon and say get him out, but I feel like if the performances carry on the way they're going on, with him being available, it's going to become quite hard to ignore.
Yeah.
That he's there to be hired right now. He doesn't want to move from England. He wants to stay in England, and he's it seems like he's a loyal manager to the clubs that he's been at. You know, gets to quite good from youth as well. You know, he's done good with young players. So I think the more it goes on like this, with managers being available, the pressure is going to come on him. I mean, how many draws and how many losses against these teams are we going to accept? You know, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will only go so far being Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. It's only going to be too long before the fans recognise that they want something better. I mean, I hope he does. I hope he turns it round. It really would make me happy.
Yeah.
But I just don't think tactically he's good enough to be the long-term manager of this club. Could prove me wrong, I hope so.
I know, that's the thing. I don't mind being proven wrong. Is it right that we haven't lost on Boxing Day? I don't know. If someone that's good with the stats knows, let us know.
Have we?
I don't know. I feel like it's...
Goal?
Ooh.
Oh.
Did that go in?
Goal.
Yeah, goal. I didn't even know.
Martial.
That was bizarre.
Let's speak about it more often, innit? He just got, yeah?
I think he heard us.
He did, didn't he?
Meanwhile, Ollie and Carrick have got no idea.
Just got the
They've got the fingers out messing about. I don't think they've realised.
Oh, Martial saying, come on, I've never seen him so fired up.
Right, I didn't even realise that was happening then. Was that Luke shot? No. Pereira, You know what? You know what? They're proving us all wrong today. Nice little ball. Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually a goal, yeah.
Decent,
Save,
yeah. It's
bottom
because
corner.
it bounced, didn't it? I just automatically assumed it was...
No. It was just a poor save, to be honest. It went under the keeper's gloves. It should have...
Yeah. Oh, no, they did see it was a goal. Then they just carried on
applauded, yeah.
So, yeah, it is 1-1. So everyone who was panicking, like us,
Well
don't
done.
worry, it's 1-1. We're going to win this. Your predictions
3-1, it could well
you should
be.
have put a bet on.
Nah, that'll be...
You know what? The amount of people that come on these watch-alongs and get the predictions right and are like, should have put a bet on.
Yeah, I mean...
Oh, dear. Yeah, but actually, my mum's just messaged in. They've all had too much Christmas pudding. You know what? You might be right there. She said you need to take them to the gym and sort them all out.
Yeah, do some of them.
But you know what? We're in talks with Old Trafford. We're
trying to get a contract.
Yeah, we're sending Delroy. I mean, you know, you do live in London, so I don't really know how it would work. But Pereira with a chance there.
Left foot, yeah, you should have scored. Let's be harsh with him, he might score.
Yeah, let's just be horrible to everyone. Imagine if you got a job training the
footballers. That'd be great, wouldn't it?
The ultimate job, wouldn't it? Anthony Martial, his first shot on target was a goal.
I think we'll get a box.
Oh yeah! Oh, imagine, yeah. If you managed to get Luke Shaw to drop some weight and take his life seriously, if they don't give you a box, us a box, yeah. Or at least maybe they'll give like you and Scarlett's tickets, but she don't really like football, does she? So I would obviously go.
Chunky doesn't like football.
Yeah.
And her dad's an Arsenal fan.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so.
Tough crowd on New Year's Day.
Oh.
Then. Will you watch it together?
On
New Year's Day if you don't.
Yeah,
go?
well we will. It's not that bad. Like I'm not gonna.
It's not
gonna get fisticuffs or anything. No. No. But yeah, I think I'd rather try and get a ticket for it and go because I'm back in London or it's at Emirates Stadium.
Yeah.
It's just down the road from where I live. So
not bad then.
Not so many needs to watch it.
Yeah.
I think they might, precaution wise, I think they might take him off.
Yeah, we'll get Pogba on maybe.
Yeah.
Now, I think this is getting a bit far now. Martial with ice in his veins. Andreas, the Brazilian magician. Ronaldinho. Let's just calm down. You are another one that is still drinking from Christmas Day, clearly. Someone else, Pereira, doesn't have a clue.
I mean, he just looks like a little... He just looks like dead soft when you look at him. He doesn't look like...
Yeah.
Like, if you're playing against him, he looks like you just run past him and shoulder him and, like, move out of the way, you know, like...
Get McCullough on. Unfortunately, McCullough's got some... McCullough even has got some fan cams to do after the show he works here. I don't think... As much as I'm sure he'd love to, I think he's got work responsibilities, so we're not risking it, unfortunately.
What do they want him on?
They want him to get on the pitch, I think.
Oh.
Or you want him on the channel. Which one? Well, he's not here, so he's stuck with us. Papering over the cracks. Listen, we're drawing. We were losing before. Just take it. Take it for what it is. You think we can get another one?
Definitely. I mean, to be honest, I think there is... We got a bit complacent in defence. Right, look, was that my favourite defender again?
Yeah, I think so. Gonna get you a shirt with his name on.
Oh God, no.
Your birthday present is sorted.
Come on now.
Martial,
go ahead now.
You know what? He's woke up. He's ready to go.
Just
Pass to Rashford. who has a shot.
Rashford,
No,
come on.
a bit too selfish that. Yeah, Martial with a good little run then passed it out to Rashford, who took a shot which was way too high.
Should have really played that ball
Greenwood
right
was there as well. He'd have been a good option.
Could have played that across the thingy to him there then.
Yeah, you just said thingy.
Oh God, I'm gonna get in trouble out.
Yeah, you're in trouble.
The first one though, isn't it?
The only one that I've not had a message to say that you've said thingy. So Scarlett, let us know. If
the first one of the
first
not bad
one,
at all.
yeah.
I'm quite impressed.
Well done. 28th minute. God, was that a throw-in? It was a very long throw-in if it was. Out again, Wan-Bissaka. Is that taking the throw-in?
Yeah. The spider.
He has done. I think he's probably been my favourite summer signing.
Oh, he's been amazing, hasn't he?
I think we've lacked in that position for so long.
Yeah. He's like an old school defender anyway. He just wins the ball, no nonsense.
Maguire. I mean, to be fair, I can't really fault Maguire. He's just not really wowed me yet.
Yeah, he's not done bad there. He's not. But then again, he's not been like colossal in the defence, has he? Like he's not telling Lindelof when he's playing shit, mate.
Yeah.
Get your shit together, sort that out because it's not good enough. He's just like being passive with him.
Martial has got an absolute face on him that says, "I want a hat trick." That's what I'm feeling. He looks fuming, but not like he's normal fuming. Yeah. Like I'm fuming and I want to make something happen.
Who did he score against Martial when he first made his debut? Was it Liverpool or was it?
Could be. Yeah,
it was when he scored that really good that goal, and from then I've always thought this guy is like going to be. And that's why sometimes I want to keep him because some of the stuff he does in the box is amazing. He's dribbling and he's shooting, but he's just not consistent enough of it. Maybe be a bit more selfish in the box a bit because he's
not too bad of a ball from Lindelof. Just didn't find anyone. Pereira stupid.
No, that's two. We don't need another shot of you.
You're getting ahead of yourself now because you heard somebody say you were Ronaldinho-esque.
Yeah.
So. Why is Pereira in this team? I don't know, Fred. I really don't know. I ask myself this question. But to be fair, he's not been too bad. So shouldn't give him too much of a hard time. But we're doing it to help him though, aren't we?
Yeah, it's like...
what's the word for it?
Like reverse psychology, is it? We're just being horrible.
Yeah, we're just being horrible, hoping
that it's going to be good.
Yeah, it's constructive criticism.
Yeah.
Someone saying that I love Pereira, very funny. Yeah.
Like you're trying to say that you got a secret crush on him.
That's what some people are trying to say, that I secretly love him. I want to be his wife.
And that's why you're being horrible to him.
and I'm going to send him a birthday card now. I know his birthday is the 1st of January. And there you go.
I don't think so, do you?
No. Would you take him as your brother-in-law?
We can get us tickets,
yeah. As long as you're in support, then it'd be all right.
Be a short-term marriage, mate, yeah.
I know, yeah. Just for the box and that, yeah. Sign the box over to me.
Yeah,
and
when your contract's up, it's up
later.
everywhere.
I'll move with you, I promise, yeah.
Oh, Ali's out the box, he's socking. Oh.
He looks
like he's shouting.
He looks tired as well, I think
he's aged, hasn't he, in the last year? He's aged about 10 years.
Mourinho, hasn't he?
You gonna keep it in? No. Fat man.
Shout out to Jess, my friend who's watching with her family down in Nottingham today. Hope you've enjoyed the buffet. She was very excited about the buffet.
What buffet?
Her mum does a really good buffet apparently.
Oh.
So they're down in Nottingham now. Having some, bring me some back actually, if it's decent. Although actually not back for a few days, it might be a bit off. But
yeah.
How do you think Man United will end? Do you mean as in this game or like the football club, like Armageddon style?
Yeah.
Like what's good? I don't know. Can't fault Maguire. It was Shaw standing next to the Newcastle goals and watching it from there. Yeah, I can't.
Yeah,
Not got that much hate for Maguire, to be honest. Like I say, he's just not. I think once he gets the header, everyone will be happy.
Yeah, that's what you expect him to remind you some good headers from there. I mean, he's had a few the last few games.
Yeah, it's on its way. The amount of when you place your bets for your games, the amount of specials that they've died down a bit now. But when he first signed, the amount of specials for Maguire to score with a header.
Yeah, and it's just corner. Oh.
Also, what is your opinion on Martial wearing gloves but short sleeves? Because there are a lot of people.
Well, I mean, your fingers, you don't want when your fingertips get cold.
See, someone said if you might have Raynaud's or something like that.
You could have something. You could have. But I mean, like you can take your arms getting cold, but when your fingers get cold, it's a little bit different. But
so because some people really hate the fact that he doesn't wear long sleeves.
I mean, it's up to him, innit?
Yeah. Pereira involved in a little challenge then.
Yeah, these I can't book him. Like this guy's having a.
Let's see that.
Yeah.
His foot was on the ball.
Was up. It was up. Looks up a little bit. Like his foot should have stayed down.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, nothing malicious or anything.
Well, yeah, so we've got two players in our midfield with yellow cards now. Although, to be fair, that might mean that we say goodbye to Pereira a bit earlier than we thought, so all good.
Who else we got on the bench? Who can we get rid of them two for? So
yeah,
we've got,
who we bringing in?
Oh, Lingard, Mata, Pogba, Daniel James. But only I think if you're needing the goals.
What's your opinion on Lingard?
I mean, there's another one. He's just not fulfilled that. No. Oh, Greenwood! What a finish! Wow.
There we go. It's 2-1. We've bounced back. Mason Greenwood.
That is a finish and a half. That straight down the middle.
These goals are shocking me. I don't even see them coming.
It's his instinct. It's his finishing.
Right, let's have a look at this.
Reminding me of like a rude Van Nistelrooy.
Martial putting pressure on the goalkeeper.
Really
Newcastle
good, yeah,
get complete awful ball from that Newcastle defender.
Bang! Look at that! Like wow.
Beautiful goal that.
Height curve.
That pass from that Newcastle defender completely.
I see the power of that. Look at from it leaves his foot so it hits the net.
Yeah.
The speed of it. Bang.
Wow. Good goal that.
That's a good man. We could have a superstar.
That is a Boxing Day special goal that.
I mean, you think it's scary, innit? When you think about Greenwood, the potential of Martial and the potential of Rashford. You've got three potential world class players, but I think what everyone's forgetting is they are so young, aren't they? You know, in terms of, and I guess sometimes they're being a little bit unfair, aren't we, in terms of what we want from them and what we've got.
I think it's just because you have such high hopes for people, people that are putting the shirt on that seem to want to play for the club. You've seen them do good things. You're just hoping, you want to see it, don't you? You want to see, goals that we used to see, going back 10 years ago.
Yeah,
even
I guess
more.
It's the identity in the play, innit? Here we go again.
Rashford coming down.
Oh, there's got to be a yellow card.
Don't look like you don't know what happened, Newcastle defender. I can't see his name.
He's Shah. He's quite good as well, Shah.
Yeah, just barges Rashford completely off the ball. Yeah, Fabian
Shah. Austrian.
He's got a yellow card.
Has Bruce got peroxide blonde hair there?
I know what's got. He looks like he's had his hair dyed and then he's gone in the chlorine or something.
He looks like he's gone try to go from grey to blonde or something. But it's just not worked out.
It's got a tinge of.
He's looking a bit like Trump, innit?
Steve Bruce and Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Steve Trump.
Oh, Steve Trump. It's like
there you go, you heard it here first, guys.
I mean, to say you get an ugly version of Donald Trump's, Donald Trump's ugly anyway, but he's poor Bruce.
He just got less spray tan, hasn't he?
Yeah. Effort.
Yeah. It's a good. Who was that from?
Is that Greenwood again?
No,
Oh, it's
Pereira.
your man,
It's
Pereira.
my husband to be.
Yeah,
Pereira.
yeah. We got
well
a freak.
done.
Come on, Maguire, put one in.
Corner from Fred.
Oof.
Finds the Newcastle defenders. Back to
I mean,
Pereira. Out to
come
Shaw.
on.
Back to Fred. Who crosses it in again, and it finds Lindelof. Who,
Volleyed it into the
Yeah.
stands, and I mean into the stands.
yes, the back of Stretford End got that one.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
it is, no, they're not at Stretford End.
Might have gone in Roslyn's window.
Mm.
Do you think Lindelof will perform better in a back three than a back two?
Maybe, because I think
Like,
we have seen him in a couple
Yeah,
of.
maybe he's a bit more. If you play with a
suited
back
to
three
that.
to a back three, yeah.
It's always
I mean, we could always keep him because we're going to get rid of Young and be our backup right back. I feel much more confident with right back, but then we have Diego. Is it Delroy coming back?
yeah. Oh yeah, you always forget. I forget about him and I forget about
He's
Bailly.
another. He's a. To be honest, he could be a bit of fingers to left back because he can play left or right.
Yeah.
But I like Delroy when he plays. He's.
Yeah, and Bailly as well. I always forget about him.
Who?
Eric Bailly.
Oh, Baye, well, he's injured in it, Baye.
Yeah.
But he's another calamity one, isn't he? Like, he come like I thought, mate, we've got a really good defender in our hands
here.
here.
Solid as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, but he's just so... Oh, come on.
Greenwood
Where is,
box
like,
to no one.
get in there, innit? This is what I mean about instincts, innit?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you won't score a goal by not going for the ball, but... You know, look at who's that lazy one at the back there's that Rashford.
Could have been.
Like, if you're playing the left side of attack, you should be attacking that back post, shouldn't you? You should be.
Throw in from Newcastle. Oh, we're on the 40th minute. We'll have to do our half-time man of the match in a minute. I'll get that better. Let us know in the comments, guys, who you would have as your half-time man of the match. Some people don't like doing them, but we're doing it, so.
Who's yours been?
I don't know. How dare I say Pereira's had one or two.
Well, he's been alright, hasn't he?
He's not been horrific.
Yeah, he's not been. I mean, I don't think anyone's played particularly. I mean, I'm just going to go and give it Greenwood for that finish.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
He's put us back in 2-1, you know. I think that finish was. If you got another goal like that in this game and we won 3-1, I'll say.
Yeah.
Oops! Goal!
Oh! Why do I keep missing these goals?
Rashford!
Trying to set up a flipping tweet and I missed Rashford. So it is.
We've got they've all scored today.
Yeah.
Rashford, Martial, and Greenwood.
Your
VAR.
prediction is gonna be
We've
true.
got VAR. It might not stand. It might not stand.
It stands. Right, let's see
Yeah,
that
you
again.
can't really.
Since I missed it.
You can't really celebrate goals nowadays, can you?
I know, we've got to wait about 5 years.
I don't think that can be a foul because the ref seen that and said no, it's not a.
So it was Fred to Pereira out to the main man Wan-Bissaka with a great crossing.
Oh,
to
nothing wrong with
Rashford's
that.
Head,
Nothing wrong with that.
Think has it been given?
It's going to be this here now with McTominay and they've not looked at it again. Bang, header, goal.
Fab. This is how it should have been against Watford.
There it is. We should have come back and.
I wish I was watching like the Watford game and this had happened because.
Wan-Bissaka with a corner, with a cross.
Solskjaer celebrating. I assume it's been given. There we go. Right,
Yeah, definitely been given. So that's 3-1. So if we could just keep it like this now, then my predictions come right.
I know, yeah.
Yeah.
You can come again.
I
You've
think
done
so.
all right,
Yeah.
haven't you?
Just bring our chunky next time. We could put it there, make us tea or something, couldn't we?
Yeah. Actually, she
you hear
can
that?
come down
Scarlett, you can.
Yeah,
be our little tea lady for the day.
Yeah, you're invited to the next watch along. Yeah, tea. I'm not sure what the cooking facilities are, but you could maybe whip us up.
I wouldn't.
No?
Not in the short term. No, not in the short term.
Oh, okay. Oh, is she in training?
She's out of training now, but I wouldn't have anything done like that short term should just bring you noodles or something.
Oh, bless her.
Bless
She
her,
looks
innit?
after you.
She does. Another break here now. Don't watch your phone too much.
I know. I know, trying to do this stupid
keep
tweet.
watching it.
Keep watching my phone in case it happens.
But I think he should have. If you weren't going to give the foul in the box, you should have given it a bit earlier then, because he did get fouled, and it was like a continuation from that foul where he went down in the box. I mean, I can see 5-1 today, to be honest.
I know. Ain't that person that was like 12-0?
Would you? But don't you think we're due a spanking of someone where we put 5 or 6 past him?
Yeah. Right, so we've got for our first half man of the match, we've obviously got Rashford, Greenwood and Martial in there. Who is our fourth and final option? Dom, have you got anyone you'd like to throw in there?
I think it's got to be your man, Pereira.
Who have you got?
We've got Rashford, Greenwood and Martial, obviously.
Wan-Bissaka, you just got the goal for you just got the cross for the.
I'm putting him in because he's my favourite and Pereira isn't. So it's going to be 4-1. People going for.
Got it, yeah. He's just got it now. Bissaka.
Someone I leave for a minute and now we're winning. Oh my god!
Yeah.
Listen, I can like feel your pain there.
You should have been A for Watford. I went outside the front door just for a minute. Come back in. It's like, what the hell? It's like 2-0.
Oh dear. Right, we shall. What we on 44? I'll wait till half time and we'll put that out. Would you guys want Leeds in the Premiership like the good old days?
I think so. I mean,
yeah,
like they're one of them teams. Like it's like you think of Leeds, like you think of United's 3 biggest games is Liverpool number 1. You would
Leeds
say City, but Leeds was like as big as Liverpool.
Yeah.
Like how vicious and horrible their fans are. You know, like there was. I mean, to be honest, it'll be interesting to see them come to the thing. You know, to come to their ground just to see, because they used to do a lot of Munich things, didn't they? Like, and now you can't really get away with that now.
No.
They'll have to check themselves a little bit and
no, I mean, you
evolve as humans, being Leeds fans. You know, like evolve, like actually become human beings or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, Leeds is a big game. It's one of them games I would like to. I would definitely like them back in the Premiership to be playing them.
Yeah. Someone give me Bolton back in the Premier League. Dom, do you remember those days?
Yeah, it's funny, 'cause I'm like Bolton fan.
Thought the game was going to drop it now. Yeah, bad with Bolton, isn't it?
I know. But they've still got that decent sized stadium.
They've got that big stadium now. And they
like
can't,
you could have concerts in that stadium.
I
Is that good?
I think it makes more money from concerts than actually from fans.
They do boxing there as well now.
They do but it's thinking with Bolton, like, you know, far from grace.
And Bury as well. Well, obviously Bury were never really like Premier
League.
League.
You look at old Premiership teams like Portsmouth, Wigan, and you know, there's a lot of teams that have really fell from grace in the Premiership. I mean, another team from the Championship is Forest this year as well.
Yeah.
They're another big, and Sheffield Wednesday. When you think of the fan base for them teams as well, they've got bigger fan bases than a lot of Premiership teams.
Yeah. Just coming to the end of the 2 minutes of added time. Ref is looking at his whistle. Is he blown? Yeah. So it is half time after United went down 1 goal in around the 16th minute. We have managed to bounce back with not 1, not 2, but 3 goals from the 3 main men. We've got, who was it first? We've got Martial with the first.
Greenwood second.
And then Rashford with a cheeky little header. Yeah.
Good header.
So yeah, full time, I wish. Half time, it is 3-1. So we're going to do a poll now on Twitter. So get over to @FullTimeDEVILS, give us a follow whilst you're there for our United's man of the match for the first half. I shall tweet that out now. So yep, get involved with that. Be interesting to see who wins. In the meantime, make sure that you get involved in the comments. Whilst you're on the YouTube channel, give us a quick like and subscribe. One thing we were touching on Lingard before, and I was going to say, my opinion on him was pretty sceptical. But McCullough did a half-hour interview, which we have got on the channel. He sat down with Full-Time Devils, and it kind of changed my perspective a little bit on him. I mean, I still think he's got a lot of work to do, but it was quite interesting to actually sit down and
he had
get
personal
his side.
problems in his life the last few years.
Yeah,
or something.
well, he's got a daughter, which I didn't even know about, but his mum is apparently quite sick, so he's looking after his child and his brother and sister.
So I've heard that. I mean, he's one of them Lingard as well. He's a few seasons ago, you thought he was scoring like 30-yard screamers, and you thought he's coming out parties to saying he's just shut the door and gone back in his room, hasn't he? Really?
See you later, guys.
But he's one of them players that you love to succeed because he's homegrown, he's been there. But I just have this, like, to me, I think Lingard is a squad player for us. I think he's a squad player.
Yeah.
I don't think he should be the first name on the team sheet, and he doesn't scream world class to me. But he's someone I definitely have in the squad.
Yeah.
And hopefully his personal life picks up a bit, and he starts to play a little bit. I mean, he's played better in the last few games, hasn't he? That he's played.
Yeah, here's hoping anyway. But yeah, make sure that you check out on the Full-Time Devils channel that interview. I would recommend it. It's quite a good one. Sit and watch if you've got a bit of spare time. I've got a water. Do you want a drink?
I'm alright for now, yeah.
Thank you. So yes, in the meantime, get involved in the comments. Let us know who's been playing well, who's not been playing well, who's your man of the match so far, where you think the next goal is going to come from, if we need to make any changes, where should we be making them. I think McTominay or Pereira need to have a seat, because otherwise it's going to...
Well, I think definitely one of those will come off. You don't want to risk a red card.
No.
To be honest, I think Pogba could do with half a game. So why not take one of them off, put Pogba on at half time? He's got half a game to play.
Yeah.
And save one of them a red card for us, and obviously potential red card could mean pressure, and we've not really handled the pressure too good this season.
We haven't. People asking for Pereira out, Pogba in, bring Dan James on in the second half. I mean, it'd be good to see him get a goal.
Yeah, but where are you going to... I mean, I'd rather keep... If Rashford, Martial and Greenwood are playing, I'd rather leave all three on for the whole 90 minutes. And
I think definitely for Martial to stay on the pitch, because I think if he could get another goal, the confidence that would...
Oh, I mean, if you get him and Rashford on fire, like there's goals in the team there.
Yeah.
It's getting them to be playing consistently every week and wanting that hunger, that winning mentality.
That's the thing, isn't it? But yeah, and you know what? This season there's been quite a good bit of link-up play between them that I've noticed. So if they get the formula right...
And that's why I just think it's just into passing around the 18-yard box between them. I just think it's confidence, knowing where one might be or where one might be going, and putting them balls there.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone seems to be asking for Pereira to come off.
For Pogba.
Which is fair enough, yeah. Oh no, we've had someone just say Scott McTominay, but whichever. Should we give Brandon a chance? Is Williams on the bench? No, he's not.
No.
See, I would like to know how far in advance do they know that they're not going to... Well, I assume if Christmas Day night you're not taken to the hotel, you're not featuring, are you? So at that point, do you think, you know what, I can kick back, have another little pig in blankets?
Yeah, I mean, you should...
Have a little drink, maybe.
I mean, it's the thing with the squad mentality, like, it should be a squad mentality. It shouldn't be about the team on the day. Everyone should be, whether you're in the team on the day or not, or if you're in the squad, they should be all pulling in the right right directions of each other. To be honest, they should all be pulling in, you know, supporting each other on match days.
Dan James is a god. Fair enough, Joshua. In the meantime, possession 70% for United. We've had 13 shots, 5 of which on target. 5 corners to Newcastle's 0. Newcastle have only had 2 shots on target, and we've both conceded 5 fouls each.
Yeah, they only had you think about Newcastle, they had a little 5-minute period where it was a bit But I feel like in those periods, that's where you just need a bit of no-nonsense football, you know, when they're trying to, like, if you just take them out a little bit, good hard challenge, you know.
Yeah. Who's asking? Yeah, Wan-Bissaka is on. He's been playing well. Pogba should come in for Pereira so we score more goals. Greenwood for Golden Boy. I want Axel to play if he's not injured. Well, he's not. Don't know what's going on.
He's not in the squad.
Yeah.
Though. Maybe he might be. Who we're playing on? Well, you got to think as well with the fixtures in the next few days. There's going to be some players that aren't in the squad that he might well be playing.
Yeah.
Against Burnley, so he might have rested him completely.
Someone's just said to sub one of the forwards because we have a game in 48 hours. Yeah, I can.
Possibly.
Maybe out of anyone, I would probably take Rashford off just because his goal tally is good and he's not lacking in confidence at the minute, and he does play so often. He might need a little break.
I mean, I think you can go in here now, get another 10 minutes out of the way, keep it at 3-1.
Yeah.
See that goal, then just looking at a goal like this, Luke Shaw and Lindelof's fault. Like, look where Longstaff is now.
Yeah.
Maguire goes with the ball, so they're both watching the ball. No one's even.
Luke Shaw played well. Fair enough. Mason is a different breed. What did we do today different from all the other matches before? Good finishing. Asking if it's good finishing. The chances we created were the same apart from the wonderful cross by Wan-Bissaka. I don't know what's different, to be honest. Your guess is as good as mine, really.
I mean, I guess to be there, I think sometimes they come into these games and they're not it looks like they're not really approaching the games they need to, because with Watford, it just looks like they're cantering and they're going through the paces. They're not really trying to win the game. And again, this comes down to mentality, doesn't it? You know. I mean, hopefully, like this season, we get into the top four, because I do think it's definitely achievable. With the teams like Chelsea have lost today, it's 100% to get into that top four, because I feel if we could get into the top four with playing with the team we got now, we could really come strong next season. We're not that far off from being a good team. We're not that far off. You know, we've got a lot of young kids in there. I mean, we just need, I would say, you know, it's just, I would say, about 5 players, and we could potentially, with the right direction, be a very good team. You know, City are on the decline. You know, they're going to have to do a rebuilding job soon. Yeah. Liverpool eventually will sell their players. Like, no one wants to stay in Liverpool for all their lives. A few years, and that's about that'll do for me. You know. Yeah. So I mean, you look at like Mané. Although Mané is, you know, I don't think he'll go for the money because he does a lot of charity work. He gives a lot of money to charity, so he'll go where it's going to pay him. Yeah. You know, he's got no loyalties to anyone. Yeah. Like Firmino, Brazilian again. If Madrid or Barcelona come from, is he going to stay at Liverpool, or is he going to go? Salah. You know, they got players that potentially aren't really going to be there for the next few years. Yeah. So it's going to open up again, this Premiership. You know, for a team to come and dominate for a few more years. Because it seems like you've got that many good teams that you've got like a 2-3 year period for your team to win things, and then you seem to go off the boil a little bit, and another team's coming through.
I mean, I think you mentioned City. If they don't make waves in this season's Champions League, I think there's got to be some serious questions asked of that camp over there, because you know they've ticked off a few domestic boxes that they needed to, but I don't think they can ever be really considered or taken as seriously as they would like to without that Champions League. You can't
nowadays, can you? I mean, and especially with the players they're getting in and the manager they've got, they're expected to win the Champions League. They're not expected to compete. They're expected to win it. If City get drawn with Barcelona, it's not.
Well, they've got Real Madrid in the next round.
Yeah, but it's not. It's not. You know, City are favourites in that game. You know, they are expected to. Yeah. I mean, I think they fluffed it last season. Was it Tottenham they went out to last season?
Yeah, I think it was, wasn't
Tottenham won it? Because Tottenham beat...
That was, it was a very easy route. I mean, I could be wrong, but I know that Tottenham game, it it could have been quite an easy route for them to get to the
Ajax,
final.
then you get to the final with Liverpool. And
But it's like I always, and people that aren't United fans have always maybe said I'm wrong here, but I question Guardiola as a manager because he is for me. He's done great things, but I don't think he can be considered
right, so
at the top.
when you think of Guardiola, he walked into a Barcelona team
that he knew.
Clivert, it wasn't a bad team to walk into.
Exactly.
And he
knew the system. He knew everything.
He had, and if you look at Barcelona, without Messi, there might not have been.
There would have been a few, yeah.
Yeah,
If you took
so
away
he
his
went
goals,
there. Then he went to Munich, which was a top team in Germany.
And was a bit of
no
a flop.
competition. Was a bit of a flop. Didn't win the Champions League. Come to
Exactly.
City. All right, you've done good, but City wasn't a shit team when he come there.
Again,
they had good players. He's done really good even the style of football, but you have to win the Champions League. And even with City, to me, Guardiola, go to a team where you're not expected to win anything, and then tell me how good of
and that's what I always like to would love to do. I'd love to drop him in a random club.
Well,
and
could
to
you
see what would happen?
well,
Because you look at, Fergie.
Something coming to like United now. Like if he come to United now, how many seasons would it take him to win the league?
Yeah.
And if you could do it next season, I say you're a great manager.
Then
but,
put him up there. But
until
then,
is he going to come to somewhere like? Could he go to someone like Arsenal now? And that's what I feel like. If as a manager you've won things, but go to a team where you're not expected to do good with him, where you have to turn him around, where you have to build him up from the ground up.
I totally agree. And I think that's where you can maybe, you can say Fergie all the time, but, when he came to United, if you'd have told him, are you going to win the Champions League in 99
the thing with Fergie when you come United, I remember I was like supporting United as a kid when they was winning nothing. And I had, my first supporting him was 85 when they won the FA Cup.
Showing your age, eh?
Well, no, that's when I first applied.
If anyone can guess his age, by the way, and get it right, I'll send you. I'll get not this Solskjaer because it belongs to someone else. I'll get you another Solskjaer and I'll send it you if you can guess his age. Anyway,
so I had a bet with my granddad. Lucky enough, I had the red team and not the blue team. Or I would have been an Everton fan to this day now, and how bad would that have been? So I remember them, from 85 onwards, we didn't win anything till the 92 Cup Winners' Cup.
Yeah.
So we got spoiled, but I think with Fergie, he built up so many different teams in that period. He wasn't giving a shitload of money. Like he mixed it up well, and he built he built the first team, then he built the one with Beckham and everything, and then he built the one with Ronaldo and Rooney. We built 3 different dynasties in that. And he built, after the class of 92 was broke up, there was a few barren seasons where he had to rebuild United. It looked like he was going the way we're going now. Yeah. And he turned it around, and he got Ronaldo, he got Rooney, he got Tevez, and he built, which I think must be one of the best United teams of that.
Someone here has just guessed 47.
No.
53, right? You're taking the piss
now.
Come on.
Yeah, having a laugh.
Oh dear. 37?
No.
No, you've not got there yet, guys. I'm not giving you any clues anyway. Dom, do you want to throw a number in? 77. Wayne, you're close.
Needs to be nice, doesn't it? So they're coming out for the second half now.
Yeah.
Oh, Pogba's coming on.
Right, no one's got it right yet. 53, you're nowhere near. So, we'll leave that game till the end. But yes, Pogba looks like he's coming on.
For McTominay.
Yeah. Do you think that was the right decision, guys?
Precaution, I would say.
Yeah. Do you think Pereira should have come off instead? Oh, wait, 32. Take that.
I'll take that one, yeah.
29.
Oh.
Hey, at least you're walking out of here feeling good about yourself.
Well, yeah.
And the poll, just for anyone who was wondering, the final, Greenwood won that one by 91%.
Oh, I'm not surprised. I think they're giving Paul Scholes number 18 shirt with National Young Leagues.
Oh, wait, no, that's the wrong one. I'm looking at the wrong thing here. Ignore me. No, 48%. I knew that was wrong. Greenwood 48%, Rashford 7, Wan-Bissaka 22, Martial 23. Yeah, sorry about that. That was a completely different one.
What number do you think he'll take?
Who? Sorry.
Greenwood.
Greenwood. Oh, I don't know. What did you say?
I reckon he might ask Scholes who's number 18 when we get rid of Ashley Young.
When we get rid of him.
He's got to go to the end of this. He's got to get rid of him this season.
And everyone always mentions, do you remember when that seagull shot in his mouth?
Yeah.
But then he says it didn't, apparently. The angle was dodgy. I don't believe that.
I think that got that right in there.
Also, for people asking why there's numbers, people are trying to guess my brother's age. No one's got it right yet, so we'll leave that game for another day. But you've made him feel very good about himself, so thank you.
Thank you very much.
In the meantime, we are on the 46th minute. We have just started the second half. United are leading Newcastle 3-1. Thank you. Thanks to some very good goals from Marcus Rashford, Mason Greenwood and Anthony Martial. So yeah, so far, so good. A bit of a shaky start to the game when we conceded in the 16th minute. But on paper, everything looks good. Keep it moving,
Keep it this scoreline and my predictions come right.
How has United looked today? Well, yeah.
To be honest, by that 5-minute period, they've played good football.
Yeah.
They've played good football. And this is it, just why can you not play football like this? Especially them like bottom teams in 10 and below.
I know.
Like you think of the top 6, and we're by Liverpool. We're the top of the top 7. We're second in the groups of the top 7 teams.
Yeah. Why are they taking out Scott? McTominay had a yellow card. So yeah,
come on. Yeah, more goals would be good, wouldn't it?
I think just from a confidence point of view as well. Not obviously, for the fans watching it, it'd be great, like you say, to get a 6-1 or something like that.
Challenge. Yeah, I think Newcastle are beat, to be honest.
Steve Bruce not looking as happy with his peroxide.
Even his mouth when he speaks, he just doesn't look like, you can tell his words don't sound nice. It's just
Let's see how Pogba does. So yeah, if anyone didn't know, Pogba has come on for Scott McTominay. So let's see what he does.
If they've got 5 players chasing our players in our box, that means they've only got 6 players to defend the rest of the.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Like if they're gonna play that now, I would actually draw them in. I'll play the ball a bit in the box to get them 5 players, and I'll set up a counter attack on him.
Yeah.
Is it Pogba now or Fred?
Come on, you can't get their height mixed up now. Fred's about half the flipping height of him. Pogba, how tall's Pogba? About 6'4".
6 foot something, yeah. So here's where I feel where they sometimes around the box they're too hesitant with
those final balls.
Like quick plays. It's always stopping and come on, straight down.
Wan-Bissaka saving the day. Pereira out to Pogba. Crosses it over to Fred, out to Luke Shaw, who does a good little ball there to Rashford, but oof. Oh god, that angle was deceptive. Then Pogba just had a strike, and it looked like it was a lot closer than.
You see it, perfect angle here now. Oh, that was a bit of a bend on that one.
Oh yeah,
bent the wrong way.
Yeah, that hair, I don't know what's going on there. It looks like a really bad mistake, even though I'm sure it's
trying to figure what the patterns are. There got to be something.
For those who care about Pogba's hair, he's got a blonde bit here. And they don't look like crowns, though, do they? But they all used to, Rashford and Lingard all used to go to the same barber at one point.
Which one did he go to?
I don't know. I think it was one. Oh, Martial's coming.
Oh, what a finish. What a finish. What a finish, man. That
And it is
calm
4-1.
I thought he'd fluffed it out first.
Yeah. Great goal then from Martial. Cool,
He's smiling,
calm
man.
and collected.
He's
We have
smiling.
got official
Smile.
video footage of a smile from Martial. And you can tell how much that means to him, can't you?
Is Pogba coming the circle there?
He had a rough night last
Oh,
night.
he's only just coming. Look, he's last in. So, because I'm thinking, like, what the Rashford and Martial and that think of Pogba? Did they like him? Like,
I know. I always think that.
because there was a rumour that they didn't like him, isn't there? Like, it was him
You
and
didn't know him,
Lukaku.
eh?
Him and Lukaku was sort of like quite tight.
Yeah, like terrorising all the younger kids and all that.
Because remember at the beginning of the season with the penalties, they took it off him, and it looked like there was a bit of
That was...
Martial and Rashford against Pogba.
Yeah. A lot of drama there. And yes, can Martial get our first hat-trick, league hat-trick since Robin Van Persie?
I think he can, yeah.
Why not? You know what? It's Christmas, so why not? I hope so. I really hope so. And I'd like it to be him as well.
He's putting his foot in as well,
Yeah.
Martial. He's actually challenging for the ball.
And let's just hope it continues
Yeah, I
then.
mean, like 5-6 would be good, wouldn't it? I think patience is the key. Is you've practically won this game now.
Yeah.
Just be patient and
a bit fast that ball then from Lindelof.
yeah, definitely.
But right idea. Fred there just intercepting the ball out to Pogba, who's giving it to Pereira, who is having a little run.
Oh, why didn't you put it
a
like?
very strange ball there.
Why didn't you just put it right?
Yeah, he kind of put it out to the
Put it right. It was
yeah. He put it out to the side, but there was no way Martial was going to get to it, really, was there?
Come on, Shaq, get up. So you knee him in the chest.
Yeah, a bit of a tumble there between the two of them.
And he's holding his chest before he even got touched.
Drama.
Look, he was right there.
Yeah.
Greenwood.
Oh, there's
Oh,
a
he's
bit of
bleeding.
blood. He'll get over it.
Yeah. Yeah, Martial Hatchford would be.
I think he's literally cut his finger.
That's all he's done, yeah. Like it's like, oh, so that's what he was holding his.
Yeah, that's why he was crying.
Honest to God, footballers.
I know. That is, if he has actually just like cut his finger, that's a disgrace. Oh, he stood up now.
You've got to take him off the pitch, haven't you?
Yeah, he's clutching his hand. I want to see this
thing,
gash.
yeah, like-
Yeah, honestly, this injury must be.
Oh.
What?
Oh.
Is it the palm? It's the palm of his hand. He's bleeding from the palm of his hand. That is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's like I remember when I was.
Oh, it's not even nice. Just a
Oh,
little
it's
graze
no,
on
it's
his knuckle.
on his
It's
knuckle.
like,
Ridiculous. That's like I remember once I fell in the playground and got a little bit of gravel in the palm
oh,
of
did
my
we
hand.
get them and it goes right under your skin?
Yeah, but the school rang my mum, and like they said, oh, there's been an incident, and she like drove like white knuckle to the school, thinking her hand's gonna be hanging off, and they were like, oh, you just need to clean this gravel, we can't touch it. She was like, are you serious? Oh yeah, that was very similar to Angelina, age 5, on the playground.
I like this Greenwood because he's just come from nowhere, hasn't
Yeah, someone saying Pereira needs his peripheral vision checked.
he? Yeah, definitely. Newcastle fans got the tops off yet.
No, not yet. Not brave
Got to
enough.
be getting beat 5-1 empty
Yeah.
before they start doing that.
You know what? It does get cold at Old Trafford.
Oh, this time it's...
So we're having the 50th. Got it, only 55th minute.
Yeah.
Still time for a few.
You're not used to this.
Yeah, we're not used to this.
Usually it's 0-0. We play good, scored no goals, and then we get 2 goals scored against us.
Mm. Oh, he had a stud on his hand.
Oh.
Oh, he'll get over it.
You know, behind the goals there, so that's where. But how long have the disabled people been sat there for?
They were always kind of in that corner, weren't they? And
Always, they've always been there.
But they've expanded it round for this season. Yeah, they've extended it.
because that's a lot of because my friend's got a ticket right behind him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they've extended it out a bit more. Yeah, so I don't know if they're going to extend it even more, actually. I'm not
Rashford should
sure.
be flying down that.
Yeah, Fred out to Pogba. He's looking for a goal, and another shot goes right to the goalkeeper. He wants a goal, him, doesn't he?
Oh, he definitely wants a finger. Thinking, Papa, you're sort of like, it's all 50-50 with mine, you want him.
Oh. You know what? If he was respectful to the team and played a good game, like, I don't mind, but...
Yeah, I mean, he's never done anything really bad, has he?
No, it's just more he's not shut things
and
down
his
when
agent,
he should.
I think it's his agent saying things, and he...
And it's like some people said, oh, it's his agent. And it's like, well, I'm sorry, but if that's how my agent's going to behave, I'll get a new agent.
Yeah.
Like, they control so much. Don't let them. Wish we played like this with Barcelona and Liverpool. Listen, I wish we were playing Barcelona. I wish we were up there to be playing with them, yeah.
With Barcelona, what do you wish?
Wish that we played like this when we were playing Barcelona and Liverpool.
Hey!
Oh, this goalkeeper's having a mare. He keeps slipping.
Oh!
Rashford,
Rashford,
what are you
man.
playing at me?
Offside anyway.
Oh. That was
Didn't
a
matter.
mare. That was an absolute mare. So that was Pogba. Yeah. Who crossed the ball down to Rashford. Goalkeeper completely slipped. Then he slipped again.
Yeah, and Rashford hit it wide.
Yeah. So that was Dwight Gale coming off for Newcastle, number 12, on for Christian Atsu.
That's
Yeah.
used to play for Chelsea.
I'm not sure, Do you think Pogba is gone? Not yet, but could happen.
I mean, it's very thingy that someone's going to pay the 160 million in January to...
I can't see January. And I think his agent did mention something about he's not going anywhere in January or something.
Yeah, I mean, I think, like right now, obviously United's not the best place to be for a player, but I think potential-wise, it's good for any player to be there right now. Like, I mean, Pogba could be the superstar among emerging superstars. He could take the mantle on at United and, I said, a few right signings, good tactics, and they're not far from competing.
Pogba will stay at least another year. If they don't win a trophy next year, then he's gone for sure.
That's the thing. It's Champions
Maybe.
League as well.
That's it, innit?
If you're in the Champions League, you're more than likely want to stay. But if you're in that Europa Cup again, it's really.
Yeah. That's it, isn't it? I mean, do you think we could get top 4? Do we say that?
I mean, you got to look at I think City, Liverpool are sort of out the way.
Yeah.
But Man City and Leicester, like Leicester potentially could go 10 games without winning a game. They potentially could do that.
Strike from Martial that hit the
God.
post. Oh my God, that could have been it. That could have been that hat trick. Oh, I'm going to get nervous now. Pogba. Shaw to Pereira. Out to Pogba to Fred.
See, this is better look faster.
Good
Now
play,
he should have passed it again.
Greenwood back to Pogba. Out to Rashford, back to Pogba. Pogba in the middle of everything. Fred to Pogba. Pogba to Rashford, who it finds Fred. Out to Wan-Bissaka, see what he can do with it. Nice ball from Fred to Rashford, out to Pogba.
So here's where you can get like
the building. Ooh,
not fast enough, Luke Shaw to get round him there. To lose another stone
in. For Wayne who's commenting about me, my name is not Angelica, so get my name right. Maybe then we'll talk. But
what's Wayne want?
I'm not going to tell you what Wayne wants because I've sat with my brother, so let's just all calm down. It's Boxing Day, guys.
Be respectful, Wayne.
Yeah. Oh, and Ian's at it as well. Ian and Wayne.
Ian and Wayne. Insane.
And they're both spelling my name wrong as well, which is
I got no chance happy then.
No.
It's like
disgraceful. Anyway, Lindelof's got the ball.
Long pass. Oof.
Oh, fans. Oh no, a bit too long that. Martial doing some great facial expressions there. Imagine if that had been it.
I think Rashford potentially could be like an Henry sort of player, Rashford.
Ooh, there's some serious braids there, man.
Almiron. Yeah, some thick
they are very neat, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're quite distracting. They're very
Rashford
neat.
coming off.
Yeah, I think that's about right. Great header that, wasn't it?
Lingard. Little Jessa.
You know what? Like, we always say this though. He's like 27.
Oh, he's not.
Yeah. He's like Pogba's kind of age, isn't he?
Yeah, well, he's from Pogba. I tell you, the weird thing is who Pogba used to adore.
Go on.
Pogba's hero was at United.
Go on, tell me.
Who's he? He plays at Sheffield United now.
Ravel Morrison.
Was Pogba's. He was who Pogba looked up to, and I mean it says it all, doesn't it? But that's who Pogba, because at the time of he was United's best young player,
the absolute prospect, wasn't it?
And Pogba was second to him. You know, like used to think Ravel Morrison was a god. That's this little. And to be honest, Lingard and everyone, it's not really surprising if that's who was your role model. Why you aren't there? I mean, it was a shame with Ravel Morrison as well, isn't it? Because he was supposed to be better than Ronaldo at Ronaldo's age, a better prospect.
That is a shame, and I guess you're never gonna know. You hear rumours, especially like from him being from Manchester. You hear rumours, you know people that know him and stuff.
You always want, I mean, you hope it with Rashford that you get this homegrown striker that's going to become one of the best players ever to play for United. Like I mean, to be honest. Wayne Rooney, but I would hope to God that Rashford breaks his
record.
Yeah, it doesn't sit well like a Scouser.
Me neither. Everyone always hates
the record goal scorer for United.
You know what?
Rooney was Rooney, but
and he also took the piss a bit as well.
He's always going to be a Blue. He's always going to be an Everton fan. Like once a Scouser, always a Scouser, innit?
And the other thing, like, everyone always like goes mad at me for this because it doesn't sit right with me.
He raped us twice for contracts.
Honestly, like. I want to leave. I'm not happy. I need more money. Oh, basically. Wait, I'm dead happy now. I'm all right.
Yeah. He's sort of. I mean, he's a great servant for the club, but I would hope that a homegrown player,
Yeah.
Greenwood. I mean, I know he's from Bradford, but breaks.
Is he from Bradford?
He's from Bradford, yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I know
Something
my,
good
I know
to
my
come
things,
from,
innit?
from
He's
Bradford.
I think they got him because Bradford's so close to United, he was able to.
Yeah. It's
get him
only
as a
about
kid.
45 minutes, isn't
Yeah.
it? I just got confused then. I forgot that Lingard had replaced him then. Because someone just said Rashford was supposed to be replaced by James, not Lingard.
I mean, to be honest, Daniel James, he's played a lot more football than he would have expected this season. You know, like for where he's come from. He's come from the Championship. He's done really good. I think like right now, I mean, he's not a first team player right now, is he? He's good, but he's not changing games. Bit of patience with James.
Yeah.
He reminds me of someone who could be like a Craig Bellamy, Daniel James. You know, really, he's got that tenacity. He's got the pace.
Yeah. Martial to score another one. I hope so. That will make my week. Be better than Christmas, that.
Yeah. Just to finish, as I finished that, because I thought he took a touch too.
And he's coming off, and they've brought him off. They've brought Martial off.
Mata, at least leaving Greenwood on, aren't they?
Yeah. Oh. Well, Martial, we were rooting for you. We wanted you to get that little hat trick.
Maybe they put Pogba up.
He's off down the tunnel anyway. It's too cold. I would 1,000,000% be doing that.
Did they do that when you come off? Did they let you go to the change room if it's cold?
Because I guess they've probably not got his coat there. And so I don't know.
Because the seats are heated and everything now, aren't they?
I think so. I'd like to think the dugouts
So
are
here's where now to me where some players like Lingard should be wanting to get a goal now.
Yeah. Oh, maybe he needs the toilet or something. You don't know. Do you?
Yeah.
But yeah, now if that was me, I'd be like, listen, straight down the tunnel, get me some, a little electric blanket or something, or a hot water
Straight
bottle.
into the bath, man.
Yeah.
Did they have them baths on footballers anymore? Did they just showers?
Yeah, I think they still have the baths. So someone's just said too early to use all three subs. Listen, we're used to the 96th minute when the game we've already blown the full-time whistle and everyone's left and Solskjaer's still there like, I'll make a sub now.
Oh, it's only
Mata nearly.
Mata would have had that if he would have been switched on.
It'd be a bit quicker.
A bit slow, a bit old in the legs.
Oh no.
Maybe not offside. How many subs have we used? We only used 2, haven't we?
We've used them all because Pogba came on at half time, then Lingard, then Mata.
And I think in this game, people need rest, don't they? So
yeah, I think that's where they've come from, isn't it? We'll allow it.
3 goals to the good. You shouldn't be losing the game from here.
We are in the 69th minute now. Don't forget, once we are done here, McCullough will be, I think it's McCullough, isn't it? We'll be outside Old Trafford with some fans getting some fan reaction. So I'm sure there'll be a lot of talking points from this game, especially with the start that we had. So make sure that you watch out for those. We have not got a phone in tonight, just so that you know, as it's Boxing Day.
Little Fred.
Steve Bruce looking fuming.
Is that a side pint he's got as well?
Yeah, not even straight as well. Who's done Steve Bruce's hair? Whoever his hairdresser is, someone have a word, because it's not good enough.
No challenge.
Yeah. Free kick then from Newcastle was whipped in. Did that go out for a
I thought it was a
goal?
I thought Maguire kicked it out. Leicester Liverpool tonight.
That'll be a big game.
Oh, it kills me that Liverpool are going to win the league this season.
I know.
You're just not going to hear it, are you? 20 times.
Oh,
20 times.
Don't. Oh, it's upsetting, isn't it?
6 yard apiece. Say 6, but Scout's going to hold 6 fingers up.
Yeah. I knew that was coming.
Us Manx, we only have 5.
Yeah.
But I mean, it should give us an incentive to want to challenge them, because we don't want them dominating for the next few years.
No.
I don't think they're as good as they think it, to be honest. I think they're a bit overrated. Like they've been scraping a lot of games, you know.
Yeah.
Better decisions.
Yeah.
You take
VAR team's completely.
You take the front three out of him, and they're not that much of a great team. You've got a Virgil van Dijk. Alexander's not a great fullback. He's good at attacking. You know, they are there to be had. You know, midfielder. They've not got one world class midfielder in the whole of the midfielders they've got. He's just got them ticking over as a team.
I think we did well to get that draw.
To be honest, but I mean, I don't think we. Like, it wasn't a game where I thought we played badly, where we defended and they was lucky, I think, to get the draw, to be honest, with the goal in. I thought we was going to win that 1-0.
Oh, Greenwood with a little touch then, thought it was going to go in.
I thought she was in a first time volley. You know, he's got to grow him, this Greenwood. He's tiny, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, like the size of him, you're looking at him.
Yeah, he's what did you say, 17?
17 now, yeah.
Yeah, maybe he needs to get in the gym over the summer. Because he's not very broad on top.
Yeah, he's going to have to build a Rivaldo. Yeah, what a play he was.
We need more goals. Yeah, you know what? I wouldn't say no to some
more
goals.
I mean, a 5 would be nice, you know, just to, and not to concede no more. That's
Luke Shaw looks a bit tired
yeah,
now.
That's well, yeah,
pissed off
and
he's
got no more subs.
He's staying on for the full 90, and he is
run that pizza off Luke Shaw. He's just thinking about takeaways tonight. That's what he's thinking about.
Boxing Day takeaway.
Yeah, get me off to.
Or maybe his mum's done a cheeky little buffet or something.
Yeah. FedEx frets him a Christmas dinner up from yesterday. Who's that there?
Bobby
and
Charlton
who's that
and
next to him? Is that his wife?
Yeah, rocking some decent little hats there, aren't
they?
He always comes through with the good hats.
He's not smiling. Doesn't look happy, Bobby, does he?
No, I don't think he ever does he?
Is that the Martin Edwards in front of him as well?
Might be.
The old chairman, isn't it? I mean, do you think them Glazers are going to sell the club?
Well, who knows?
Would you like the Saudis to buy us?
You know what? Whatever.
Yeah, I'm just like
whatever works in it. Do you know what I mean? Whatever.
I mean, I don't like the way they like when you look at the Glazers, they've never. I mean, they only put money into the club, but they've never put anything of their own money into the club, have they?
Yeah.
Like they did. You can't say they've done us wrong and everything, but when you look at Liverpool owners, they took nothing out, put everything in. Like.
Yeah.
In some ways, I just like the rich owners where we're owned by someone. We're not got no debts, you know.
Just give us the money.
But I definitely think it's in the works, man. The Saudis want a different image, and there's no better image than to buy Man United in the world of football. We are the biggest.
What's Mata doing here? Out to Pereira.
Come on, pass it then. See, everyone's getting a bit greedy now, thinking for themselves. They're not thinking for the team. They all want a goal. Pass it to Pogba. That's
Newcastle defender. Yeah, that was good.
That's what we don't like about him, and him not getting the ball back when he's done it. That's the thing. Like you do it,
and
you've made a mistake. He sits there, puts his hands on his hips, shakes his head, and looks around. It's like no.
Say it wasn't me, but it was. Sure, now trying to think how can I get rid of this ball without having to run too much. There we go, out to Fred. Who passed the ball to Pogba.
He's just hands on his knees, like God. Yeah. Oh, please no. I've got to run.
No. They're on the counter.
He's kicking it back, yeah. Look, he's got...
Oh, thank God the ball just hit him and he could slow it down a bit. Now, what if we... Well, he's out of shot now. He's probably having a sit down.
Yeah, he's having a sit down, sat down.
They've got a little
Some
stool
water,
out
please.
for him.
It's gas in it. Some oxygen.
Gas in air, though. Oh, dear. Oh, there he is. He's back.
Look. Don't pass it, please.
Never seen him get rid of a ball so quick.
Yeah, like...
Lindelof now out to Wan-Bissaka. To Lingard, who gives it to a Newcastle player. Back to Wan-Bissaka. Lingard again, don't mess it up. Out to Fred. Oh, Luke Shaw's there. He's got a bit of energy now. He's ready.
Yeah, he
So
did
pass it back to Fred.
Oh, go out of the way, Fred. Not to me.
No. So yeah, he's gone
He's
for
inching his way back up. He's inching his way back up to the where it's safe.
Oh. Pogba. Oh, Luke Shaw to Pogba. God, that ball was deceptive then. Out to Lindelof. We've now got Mata with the ball. He's looking quite energetic, Mata.
He's just got no legs, has he?
No, he's yeah, I think that's why he can only come on for these little 25 minute breaks. And Newcastle with the ball, but Maguire's got it back.
Here's Lumpa Lumpa.
Pogba to Lingard to Fred, out to Bissaka again.
He's got a kick in the foot.
Pogba to Shaw. Pogba's trying a few different setups here. They're not managing to get through, but there is about 5 million Newcastle shirts, so
He's got no one up front. Like that's set of 4, 5, everyone behind him.
Greenwood that just tried to intercept, then out to Lingard. Back to Fred, who's scrambling round, finds Bissaka. Fred again with the ball, just messing about with it now, aren't they?
I don't think they need to just keep it, don't they? But even when they're keeping it, they don't look comfortable, do they?
No. Pereira now to Maguire.
Go on, Maguire should have gone in and had a shot. Have a shot.
He did.
Oh!
He listens here. Shaw keeping the ball in play. Out to Mata. Pereira. Give it back to Maguire wherever he is. Let him have another go.
Yeah, have another shot. And this is what I mean. Like right now, when they're defending like this, you might as well just pepper the shot. Have a few shots and
Fred
goal.
out to Bissaka. Ball to Pogba. Back to Fred. Lingard out to Shaw, who's having a little run. Who tries to shoot the ball and it just hits the Newcastle defender and ricochets completely. Yeah, that was good from Maguire. He had a little shot there. It's
They got it in the top corner.
That'd have been good to finish it off with a Maguire goal because everyone's been like shouting out for it, haven't they?
Yeah, be nice for him to get a goal now. Well, you think of him being a good passer, Maguire, he should be able to put one in the top corner of the net every now and then. And everyone loves a defender that can, don't they? Like a centre back that can. He's such a goal threat when you've got someone that can bang it in from 30 yards.
Maguire again with the ball, out to Shaw, who's just staying in the same place now, I think, just in case.
He's just like thinking like, I don't need this, lads. So he's thinking.
I know. Please. Oh, a ball that finds Pogba almost, and that just didn't really work out, did it? He's got some ears on him, that goalkeeper, hasn't he?
Yeah, not playing bad this half.
Yeah.
Perfect on as well then,
Yeah.
nearly.
He just didn't manage to
Didn't make
get his foot on it
contact,
properly,
yeah. Come on, don't even kick it out. Get up.
Yeah, some
idiot.
Newcastle players sat on
No,
the floor, he just
don't
wants
do
a
it.
rest.
Get just.
Don't,
No,
Pogba.
don't. He's
Yeah,
back
Fred,
up.
keep it. There you go. Well done, Fred. Who cares if he's on the floor and injured? Keep it moving, get the goal. Fred passing it back to Lindelof. Out to Maguire. Who's hopefully going to have another attempt. Decent little bar to Lingard, who gets dispossessed.
Get it back. Oh, stupid foul, Lingard. But you can't book him for that. Like, this ref being a little prick today, hasn't he? If I'm honest, like he's booked us like
quite a few times.
Oh, it's a Newcastle player who's been booking.
Oh wait,
Is
we'll
it?
let him off.
Oh no, Jesse Lingard for. Yeah, this. Who's it? Almiron? Oh, Yedlin.
Oh right,
that's
yeah,
him.
they've booked
Yedlin.
braids, yeah.
Oh,
Yedlin.
braids. As American, it makes sense. Yedlin. I thought it was Almiron when he come on
Yeah.
before, but that's a different.
Well, there you go.
I'm getting quite big in the States now, football, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, they're saying they've got quite a good set of youngsters now in the United States. They're saying, yeah. A lot of second generation Europeans going,
Yeah. Well, they used to just call it like the retirement home, didn't they, really?
Oh, yeah, it's kind of, they can,
You know what? When Rooney went over to America, he just did not give a shit, did he?
But he didn't know.
He was just on it.
Yeah, he was playing all right.
Yeah,
over there,
and
wasn't
he could still get on it and still play all right. That was just a dream for him.
He was cheating on Colleen left, right, and centre money over there. To the point, right, we're going home. Like
he's done,
fuck
mate.
This, man. Like,
Your little holiday's done.
Yeah, your little
In
time
bars.
away. Yeah, we're going to Derby.
Yeah, there won't be anyone decent in Derby.
Well, he
for you to
doesn't
try it
have
on.
decent ones, does he, Rooney? Like, the less decent, the better for him. If I'm honest, like it's.
Oh my God, Wayne Rooney. Yeah, that was. I bet he was sat there thinking, you know what? Why did I not do this sooner? Because I couldn't just get away with murder, and I could still be considered pretty decent.
Colleen's family aren't anywhere near us. You know what I mean?
And Dad's not going to try and batter me.
Dad's a plane flight away, so I've got time to like.
I've got a good 8 hours to scoot off somewhere else.
Yeah.
Wayne Rooney, what a guy!
He's just like
absolute liberty, like just the ultimate piss taking her.
Yeah, but I mean, you got to look at like Colleen's family now. What they've got from it, like
I know, yeah. Now her dad got the phone call as he's sat in his mansion in his jacuzzi.
Wayne, it's alright.
Like,
it's only Wayne.
Yeah, we'll allow him again. Oh, Wayne Rooney.
So just trying to close this game out now. 10 minutes left or so. We could do one more goal, or one more goal would be good. Who would you like to get it if you could?
Ooh, I would like Maguire to get one, but I don't think it's going to happen. So I wouldn't mind Greenwood getting another one.
Yeah.
What about you?
Maguire definitely, and I won't mind Greenwood getting in. Pogba don't need one. Lingard don't need one. Pereira, I don't need one.
Yeah.
I love Fred, man. I wouldn't mind Fred getting one.
Yeah,
He's putting a bit of shift on his Fred the last few weeks, man.
He's woke up. I keep saying it. He got married and had that baby, and that went on for. I say it all the time, don't I, Dom? It went on for about 10 years. He was getting married and having that baby.
Who?
Fred.
Who's he been married to?
Oh, where have you been? So he got married and had a baby like last season.
Oh, come on.
With a very strange shot there that just went up into the air and into the goalkeeper's hands. He is sweating. Oh, it's raining as well, so we'll allow it.
I mean, he just sweats anyway, just from getting off the sofa. He's got a
oh dear.
Deflection.
Someone's just said your hair is beautiful. Do you mean mine or Delroy's? Let us know.
Yeah, there's two of us here.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. So, but yeah, I want Fred to get one as well.
Yeah, it would be nice. 2 more goals would be good then, wouldn't it? 6-1.
What was we saying before that? I can't remember.
Yeah, he was Fred, so he's got married and had a baby or something.
Yeah. So he got married and had a baby.
Is she from England?
Last season. No, I think she's Brazilian as
she
well.
is.
But it seemed to go on for about 6 years. Like, he was like off enjoying his holiday and all that stuff and his honeymoon, and it just went on for ages, and everyone was like, oh, it's because of all that he's not playing so well. But now it's over, he's back on top form.
He's settled on his feet.
Yeah. What have we got now?
Does he speak English, Fred?
It's
always a good sign, I think, of a player that wants to succeed in England and doesn't speak English. How quickly did he want to speak English? Because I feel like unless you're just naturally a sick footballer where you don't need to speak English, you don't need it because you're that good. But in some regards, like, you know, it's communication, innit?
With your teammates, yeah. Because I was saying maybe him and Pereira do play well together because they both speak
Portuguese.
Yeah, they both speak it. Yeah, I was saying this. I'm not sure. I don't think he could when he arrived.
I didn't think so.
Whether it's got better or not, I don't know. But yeah, no, it is always a good sign. It's better than, you know, some of these players and managers that we've seen that go over to Europe and do those stupid accents. Joey Barton.
Yeah.
Was it Steve McLaren as well? Was it him?
Steve McLaren in the Dutch one, yeah.
Yeah. Who else was there? Was it David Moyes did one? I feel like David Moyes did a bit of one as well. I'm not sure, but yeah. I think, because I know when Gary Neville had that dead successful time over in Spain.
In Valencia.
Yeah. I think he was actually trying to learn it, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think he was trying to learn Spanish because he was saying, like, you know, when you come to England, the biggest problem is, if we just kept that ball then. Oh, why did you do that? Lingard.
Yeah, Lingard. But yeah, I think Patrice Evra as well. He speaks quite a few
he's
languages.
he's one of my favourite ever players ever.
Yeah.
I was gutted when they let him leave. Like, we had 3 more seasons of Evra to go before. He should have retired at United, Evra.
Yeah.
I mean, he should be in the coaching setup now.
Yeah.
He's
you know who came back to do the some kind of, it was either some uni degree or some kind of badges or something. Park Ji-sung.
Oh, Park Ji-sung.
Because he was in the media office over at United, and everyone was like, what the hell's going on? Like,
Park Ji-sung making
the brews for everyone. So Anthony Martial has been named as man of the match for Amazon Prime. Let us know who you think would be man of the match. I don't disagree with that. Fred had a shot there that went nowhere. Do you think Manchester United will end this match 5-1? I bloody well hope so.
Could well do. I wouldn't discount it.
Why not? Anything could happen. When that first goal went in, we were all doom and gloom. So now it's 4-1. And we are in the 88th minute, not too long to go. We shouldn't have too long for stoppage time. Whose leg is that? I feel like it was Luke Shaw's, the size of it.
More than likely. Pass it.
Luke Shaw having a run. Stops now.
Yeah, it's like...
Went too fast then.
I'm getting back where it's safe.
Yeah.
He's gone back.
Let me retreat.
Trying to get back to our byline.
Lindelof out to Basaka. Can he get a little crossing maybe? No. Out to Pogba to Fred. Nice ball to Mata. It was
a bit too hard.
Yeah, to Pereira.
Put it out wide quick. There's too much of that, isn't there? Get there, then pass it back to the middle.
Pogba trying to create something here to Fred. Pogba's telling him who to pass to.
I mean, that should have been a foul, shouldn't it?
Mata trying to make things happen. Cross, was that from Greenwood, I think? No, Pereira, sorry.
Newcastle could go and looking. Yeah, I feel like they could definitely go for another goal. Remember how Newcastle celebrated that 1-0 victory? Have that in mind when you're going for this next goal.
We've got 3 minutes of added time now. Sounds about right. Can see a few United fans getting off, getting back home to celebrate.
Yeah, seats there, isn't there? Remember when I went to the Liverpool match though with my mate, who got tickets, and he tried to make me leave early. I said, mate, you're having a laugh, like, this is Liverpool.
I know. Oh, that's
like,
rude.
I'm going to sit here and
until everyone else has gone.
And say something to these, because I was right next to their fans as well.
Yeah,
so I said, no, like...
I'm getting involved in this. I don't come every week, so when I'm here, make a few waves.
If we knew we were going to be sat so close, I reckon I would have snuck some eggs in there as well, just to like...
Snuck some eggs in.
It's just been constant pressure, this, hasn't it?
Yeah, just struggling.
Someone try something like a big shot now, innit? Like, you know, it's near the end now. Like, someone have a crazy shot or do something.
Why not?
Now's your chance, Pogba. Like, dribble in now, dribble in. He tried to do a Pogba flip in it and missed it.
Who's been man of the match for us both? I was happy with Martial, to be honest, because I think he needed that for many reasons. What about you?
I think Martial is to be honest, I've never seen him tackle so much or try and tackle so much.
He got involved, didn't he?
And smile as well. I mean, there's one player really like I don't think's feeling his potential. It is Martial. So if he can get on the goal trail, it will be good. Here's Dumpling.
That's Luke Shaw.
But you look at him though, he doesn't look.
He is clock watching. That's what he's doing. He's keeping his eye on that ref.
He's just thinking like pies later.
Pies. Just thinking I need to message my mum a reminder to put some extra pies in for the buffet.
Yeah, his mate. And Pete's another mate. Are you going for food after her?
Yeah, I can do. See what Luke Shaw's doing. Get an invite to his. There'll be a lot of food there, won't there?
Come on, you're nearly now. There's time to go for it. Just someone have a shot.
Martial needs to be man of the match. Martial has already been voted man of the match, not just by us, but by the actual people. So don't worry. Boxing Day treat for you all.
On Pogba.
Ref's going to be blowing the whistle any minute as we're already in the 93rd minute, and I think, is that it?
Yep.
Yes, that is it. Very, very well done. Oh, thanks, Callum. Callum's watching. Hope you had a good Christmas. Yes, we did, and I'm sure your Boxing Day was made even better by the fact that Ashley Young has not been on the pitch because he really does not like him. So, wouldn't get excited with the result, not till we go on a run. Listen, a win's a win, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? You take what you give him.
4-1's win. So I think now, like the sticking thing is, do we go to Burnley and do we do the same thing to Burnley that we've done to Newcastle today? And then do we go to Arsenal on New Year's Day? Yeah. And do we get a result there? So I think if we can get 2 good results in the next 2 games, then going into next year, I guess is not as bad as it was a few weeks ago leading up to it.
My mum's just messaged me because we were talking about buffet. She went, "You scared me. I thought I'd missed the memo and I was making you a buffet." No, Jackie, don't worry. no buffets needed. We're on our way. Get that buffet ready, Jackie. Come on, chop. No buffets. Don't worry. You cooked a Christmas dinner yesterday. I'll let you have a day off. So just looking at the table now, United in 7th on 28 points. Sheffield United are above with 29. Tottenham are also on 29. So we're not too far off. Chelsea in 4th are on 32. We're on 28. So, it's not...
Yeah, I think it's Spurs and Chelsea. But like I said, I look at United in 10 games could go on a good run, and Leicester in 10 games could go on, definitely could. So I don't think top 4 is not out of the question this season.
Not at
It's
all.
just consistency. The more games you give away and the more we don't do, the harder it's going to be to get there.
Yeah.
We've give away about, in the last, 8 games, about 8 points that we didn't really need to. About 3 draws there.
Yeah.
And a loss.
So, happy with that result then?
More than happy, yeah.
More than happy.
Yeah. Give me 4 ones every weekend.
I know,
I'll
imagine.
be here.
Do you think we can do the same against Burnley?
I'd like to say yeah, but I think no. It's...
Also, Newcastle are actually in 10th. I thought they were further down the table than that.
They've been not doing too bad of late, Newcastle.
And Burnley are in 12th, so on paper we should be able to do it. But
if they go with an attitude to win the game and understand that they have to sort of run a little bit as well and fight a bit, there's no reason why we can't.
Yeah.
I mean, I would just say get Ashley Young off the bench, get Trinzabi on instead of Lindelof.
Where are you putting him on, God? Where's he getting off the bench? Where's he going?
Send him home to Watford.
Oh, right, okay, right. I thought he was like...
Send him on.
I was a bit worried then.
No, just send him straight back to Watford on a free if I was them.
Yeah.
And Phil Jones, I mean, he might just be able to play for Blackburn right now.
Yeah.
He's that
Send him
terrible.
back.
Send him back, innit?
Oh, do you remember what he said about his testimonial? About how he doesn't want one because he doesn't think anyone would show up about his mum and dad. Oh.
Yeah, but I don't think anyone would. Phil Jones, like,
I feel tight on him.
No, but like he's one of them. He's had the years to become like. I remember Wayne Rooney said he was the hardest ever defender he'd played against. Like what Rooney was on that day, God knows what. Like,
yeah.
But that's why we bought him, because potentially he was supposed to be one of the best.
So
but
off Wayne Rooney's here.
He's never. Well, yeah, he's never fulfilled his potential. Phil Jones, and he's one of them players that I think's been there too long.
Yeah.
Like, he should have been sold about 3 before they give him that new contract. God knows why they give it him, but they should have gone and been replaced by other players. Like, because you've just not cut it. You're not good enough.
Someone here saying Andrea's best performance of the season. You know what? I can't really have too much to moan at Pereira
but it wasn't
about.
brilliant, no, was it?
Yeah, and I think that's the thing. It's like
it was his best of the season, but it wasn't
he
brilliant.
didn't fuck up,
yeah, he wasn't brilliant. That's the thing. It wasn't.
He was consistently all right.
All right, not shit.
I think we can say that consistently all right. And if that's his best performance of the season, God help us. Let's hope that he can improve a bit. But yeah, I thought that was a good game. You know, we did what we had to do to get the result that we needed. I think it was good to see. It was good to see Fred and Pereira, do well. But I think the most important thing was that those 3 guys up front got those goals.
Yeah, that was the best thing for me.
I think I'm really looking forward to seeing. I hope they do start Martial for Burnley, and I would really love to see him get another goal.
Well, would be nice. It would be really good for him to, because like you said, he's a player. Like on his day, he's scary. You know, he's dribbling around the box and his positioning and his finishing. It is scary. It's just sometimes he just doesn't look like he really, really wants it.
What were they they're just showing the goals again now? Which one was the best one? I liked they all shocked me because I was doing something else at the time when I should have been watching.
I think the second one was better because of the bad touch and the finish. The first goal was more of a mistake from the keeper, letting the ball go under his hands.
Yeah.
But I think the best goal was Greenwood's finish.
Someone else saying here, many doubted the team and Ollie, but now we have shown that we do well when we take our chances. I think trying to say there. Yeah, you know what?
I mean, I'd get that. Like, to be honest, in some of the games that we've lost, we have had 1 or 2 chances to get goals, but that doesn't get away from the performances. Like, sometimes it's been good, and I just feel like the lack of getting that early goal has hurt us in later on in the game when we've lost one and we've let our heads go down.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't get too carried away. Like right now, like take a few more chances and hopefully we keep winning a few more games.
Yeah. Well, I think that's it from us, really. It was a good game. Can't really complain too much. Newcastle did get the first goal in the 16th minute, which was very disappointing. But luckily, United managed to bounce back with goals from Anthony Martial first. Then, was it Mason Greenwood? Then
Rashford.
Marcus Rashford. We were hoping that Martial could get that hat. Oh, yeah, then
Martial again.
What am I talking about? 3 goals when it was 4-1. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Yeah.
It's because I'm hungry. So we had Martial,
Greenwood,
Rashford, Martial. Yeah. So, it was unfortunate that Martial couldn't
Didn't
get that
his
hat-trick.
He nearly had a chance as well too.
But who knows? Burnley is only a matter of about 48 hours away, isn't it? So anything could happen. Make sure that you give us a follow over on Twitter at FullTimeDEVILS. Whilst you're here on the channel, give us a like and subscribe. We've got some great videos, particularly the Jesse Lingard one that I mentioned. Definitely worth a watch if you've got a little bit of spare time over the Christmas period. So yeah, as always, thank you for watching. Thank you for coming today.
That's all right, sis. No problem.
Good to have you here. Hopefully we'll have you again next time you're up
come
from
back again.
London. Yeah.
100%.
So yeah, thank you very much, and we shall see you soon. Have a good rest of your festive period.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Yeah.